Mortality C3. C3 is full. Can go into C2 or D2.
C1.
Oh, C1 as well. My bad. Okay. Ink is next.
Ink, yep. Bane
Bane
C2.
C2. Okay. Then next is UON.
Paragon D2.
D2. Okay, thank you. Next is Sil.
I'll ping him because he doesn't understand us.
C. Okay, there's only one C. Okay. Next one is NU. D2, thank you. And last one is SJH. Can only be this one. So that's fine. Okay, these are the pairings.
There we go.
That was some work. We will try to figure out and try to add you in the channels. It's in stage 1 in this Discord server. There's a category called stage 1, and there should be you and your group mates. You will face everyone in this group once. So there are 2 games for each player, and they will be in a sequence. So there's only 1 game at a time, obviously, because your 3 players can't make more than 1 game. So 3 games in total, 2 games for you as a player. Exactly, and after that is done, we'll go to the next stage. Good luck to everyone. If there are questions, you can reach me personally because we will close every chat during the fighting stages. So just DM me. Good luck.
Yeah, best of luck, guys. Sorry about the delay.
Eagle Eye.
Hello, Millenial. How you doing?
Hello, how's it going, sir?
Pretty swell. Looks like I got in just in time.
Yeah, it took them a while to get the those initial groups figured out.
Got it. Do we know where the... Yeah, go ahead.
What group should we watch?
Oh, man. Where's the list of that? Where's that group list right now?
So it was just on the stage. Can we get updated group pick for FFAs?
Oh, streamer document? Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I'm asking for it. He did say he would post it. A screenshot will suffice. Yes. Oh, yeah, you're saying that. Okay. My bad.
Yes.
How was your day, Eagle Eye?
Pretty good. Tough day at work. Our air conditioning went out, so fucking freaking sweating in an office.
Oh.
But other than that, all good.
Nice. What do you do for work?
I do. I don't reveal what I do for work. It's not a public thing.
Okay, got it. Fair enough.
I flip burgers. I'm a burger flipper.
Is this a disguise? Is this a fake job?
This is what do you mean? I totally flip burgers.
Okay, you flip burgers. How good are you at flipping burgers?
I am incredibly poor at flipping burgers. I don't know how I became so bad at it, but
you're really bad at your made-up job.
I can't get the spatula underneath the meat. It always sticks too much, and it's
always sticking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, you got to use more oil.
Use more oil?
More oil.
What kind of oil should I use?
Olive oil. It's good for you, I've heard.
Olive oil, okay. I am Turkish.
Okay,
I do consume... Oh, we got it.
We got the updated groups. Where do you think we should be?
All right, so I think that, let's see, Group B is going to be a good one to watch. Let's see, I think Group 2, it's B1. B1 is going to be good. A2 is going to be good.
Okay.
Let's see, I think B3 should be okay. C3 is underrated. C3 is actually a god group of people playing in there.
Okay.
And then we also have D2, I think will also be good.
So
I think,
is it 12 games at once right now?
I think so.
I think so, yeah, because each group has to play twice. No, 3 times. Each
If
group.
it's not the same time, it's going to take a while.
Yeah. So we need to go and grab a link. Which one are you picking?
All right, so let's check. Let's grab the B1 link. Let's grab that, or 1B.
Okay.
There's no link yet, so we'll wait for that one. Let's grab then a 2. Is there a 2A? There is a 2A.
But are we going to watch both at once?
I think opening up multiple and flipping back and forth might be the way to go.
Can you do that in the browser? Are you going to do that like a special technique? How are you going to do that?
I'm going to open up 20 tabs on my browser and just flip through them.
Is that not a problem? Is that okay?
Yeah, it should be fine, I think. Like, what do you
Okay.
mean problem was?
I don't know. I just thought there was like the open front stops you from doing that, but maybe
Oh.
that's as a player, not as a viewer.
Yes, so if you view the game live, that's okay. But if you join the game, no.
Okay.
These are also private games, they're not public, so it might not get flagged.
Okay, we've got the 1B link. And you want to do
All right.
1B and 2A.
Yes, I think those ones should be good. 1B. And then there's 2 other ones I think will be really good.
I'm going to quickly change my tag to cast.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, we've got.
Let's do D2 also. D2.
1B, 2A, and D2. Not 2D. Okay, the 2D link says lobby not found.
Looks like I got in all of them.
Are you inside the 2D game?
I'm in all of them now.
Oh.
Someone smart should probably turn on anonymous IDs. That would be a good idea if someone was smart. All right, so the first game, we have John versus SMS. We have a good, here, I'll share screen just so you know which one I'm looking at the same time.
You know, once the game starts, it's okay if the URL is exposed on stream.
Yes.
Because no one can get in.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So we got John and SMS. We have Sparkles and Varjard. And we have Paragon and I'm So Bad. Let me turn on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, 3 games at once.
Yeah, so we're looking like we got some good annexes going on by Sparkle's got a big annex, and Varjar is going to get another big annex also on this right side. We got First City by Sparkles. So looks like they're pretty decently even. We're going to see, I wonder if there's going to be any early pushes in this tournament.
That would be interesting to see. It's a risky move.
Very risky. I suspect people will try and play a little more safe to win these, but we will see. We got First Cities out by SMS and John. And Paragon has his first I'm So Bad and is still lacking on his first city. He's got the gold. He hasn't built it. Now he builds it. So we got some great cutoff potential with Paragon and getting a majority of the left side. It'll be a matter of whether or not I'm So Bad decides to rush for a Hydro or not in that game. And then very similarly with Sparkles and Varjard. Sparkles got the left side and Varjard got the right. There's a little bit of meta spawning with positioning. There's 2 mines on Australia. The first is that if you go right side, you can rush for a Hydro better because there's better annexes and a little better terrain over there. However, if you can survive the first Hydro or get really good cutoffs, you can do better on the left side long term.
Why does the right side support hydros easier? Why is that?
The terrain is better. There's more greenland there, and the way the bots
Right.
expand, it's a little more clumped up, so they don't expand so much. If you think about
Right.
taking the bots, you're taking their gold. That's like one of the big things you want. If you're racing for a hydro, the faster you get the gold, the better.
Yeah.
SMS getting a good cutoff on the top side of John also. This might be looking like a hydro game very quickly. Varjard building a silo first. He's the first silo in all of these games. Could he go for a cutoff on Sparkles to cut off that top part? That is a potential move for him. Now, unfortunately for Varzard, he does need a little more room on the right side than what he has to get that hydro. And John is able to boat past SMS and get behind him on the left side. That's pretty much a disaster scenario for SMS to the left side. He got the cutoff, but then let John in, which is very unfortunate. We have a hydro by, not a hydro, but a silo by I'm So Bad also. No cutoff potential on Paragon, though, in this case. He has a much better position than John or Varjard does. So I'm So Bad is looking really nice. He's also significantly bigger. He's about 2%, 3% bigger than Paragon right now.
We've just seen John take out SMS's missile silo.
The same, and I'm So Bad did the same thing. So they're trading silos. Paragon just traded I'm So Bad silo also. The nice thing about taking out silos, it's a 750K investment to kill a 1 million structure. And so if you want to send that hydro out, you're going to need to build another silo, which can slow you down. It slows down the hydro effectively. If you're in a good position and you have most of the board, you generally want to constantly be sniping those silos. We have a huge cutoff by Sparkles all across the top side. Looks like Varjard's barely going to be able to get that hydro, so he's going to go for a hydro, but he does need to build a silo, though. He builds one now. He's down 700, 600K, and it looks like he's going to get some from the bots in the south, on that South Island, Tasmania. So he will be able to...
He's going to have like a second to fire.
He's not going to get it. He's not going to in time. It got
sniped. He's got an atom.
That might be GG. If Sparkles plays it smart, there's no way that Varjard can come back from this. What I would do if I was Varjard here, I'd city up. I'd build a bunch of cities, which is what he's doing exactly when I said that, and immediately try and go for a big push on him. One thing you can do is you can try and boat bank and do a big push in 1v1s. He is pretty cornered, so there's not a lot past that he can actually do. If Sparkles is smart and stays high in his troops, it's effectively over for Varjard. And you do see a boat going out. That is a boat bank, effectively. And he hits big into him.
Oh, Varjard with a big push on Sparkles.
Yep. We don't see any canceled out. Not enough defense boats by Sparkles. And this actually turned around very quickly. So Sparkles did not anticipate the push. He went low on troops, didn't build enough defense boats. And now Varjard has a very significant size lead. He's almost double Sparkles' size, even though Sparkles does not have... and he's got all the cities up too. If I were Sparkles, I'd be nuking every city. He's got 8 cities. You can nuke 5 of them realistically and still be economical. But yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Sparkles with that big push right there. He needs to expand quickly so that he can hydro him back and get those troops down. Over on SMS and John's side, SMS got hydroed and he's getting destroyed. John is speed running the map at this point. So that is, SMS is almost annexed. So that might be GG for... It's definitely GG.
Yeah, that looks like GG for SMS.
Yep. That's unfortunate.
Paragon with a big send into I'm So Bad. Both Paragon and I'm So Bad are super low on troops. They've beaten each other down.
That is interesting. Also to note, I'm So Bad does not have a silo right now, while Paragon does have a silo still. So this will be a big troop management game. Paragon is significantly bigger. It's going to be a similar scenario.
SMS is on 0 troops.
It's over. He knows it's over.
Yeah, annexation.
That is unfortunate for his guard. Big win by John. John crushed him. He's probably one of the best players in the game at the moment.
Who's FL?
FL it's a UN team.
Right, got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's Axiom, John, I think maybe Alpha and someone else. But they went with the Florida tag for the memes. Florida man.
Yeah, okay.
We have no future pushes by Varjard. So Varjard took that initial push and he's led Sparkles back into the game. A big push on the bottom side now, 300k. Sparkles has the option. He should cancel this out if he's smart. Try and retaliate that down a little bit. And he does peter out the attack. He builds the defense post just like he needed to, and that attack is going to die. Sparkles will be able to catch up by expanding on that left side. He does have to worry about Varjard boating into the left side now.
Yeah, he's now Varjard is pushed far enough to avoid Sparkles' warship, so he could start sending out some boats.
100%, but Sparkles does anticipate that. He builds defense posts in the bottom. He's taking those bottom bots at the same time. Paragon has a huge lead on I'm So Bad right now. 50% of the map in Paragon's hand.
And there's a Hydro.
Huge, big push by I'm So Bad. It gets Hydro down, and Paragon counter pushes into him. That is pretty big. That is GG for I'm So Bad, I think, at this point. Paragon would have to completely bungle the game to lose that one. So we got a big push on Varjard on the top side. He's slowly inching in on Sparkles. He's taken over.
Yeah, he seems to be doing really well with boat banking and then just unleashing like a big push all at once.
That's right. This is one of LBU's specialties. They like to boat bank whenever 1v1 to all their players. And I've gotten them in similar positions. They really like that right side. They always go for this thing where they boat bank and big push into you over time. So Sparkles counter is big push on the bottom side. This is like a 400k attack. It's going to take a lot of that land back. So I think that all of the progress that Varjard made is being erased.
Talk me through how the players are pushing, but it's not across the entire border. It's isolated. Are they boat banking and then landing the boat on a specific location?
So there's some stuff in Open Front where if you attack along a long big border, the attack does not move as fast necessarily.
Yeah.
If you're
exactly.
in this scenario.
And so then how are they avoiding that?
Just by boat directional attack. So a directional attack with a boat on the coast will allow the attack to shoot. It also prioritizes terrain, whereas an attack across an entire border is not going to prioritize good terrain, while a boat attack will prioritize the good terrain first.
Right. I've never employed that tactic in an FFA, but that's a good one to keep in mind.
For sure.
Because you could land the 70% push on the enemy's border, but if it's a coast, you could just put it a pixel across, and now you've targeted an area rather than the entire border.
Correct. Yep.
That's clever. I've never thought about doing that.
It's like you can see when Sparkle sends in those attacks, it shoots through the Greenland, and then it's prioritized. If you press space, the mountains and the highlands are not being taken until the Greenland is taken.
GG.
So that is GG for Sparkles. So we got John, Sparkles, and Paragon. That is a UN sweep on that first round. Some very good games going on. This is high-level 1v1 gameplay happening at this moment. All right.
I'm sure some of those other games might still be going.
They might be. Let's see. We're looking at 1B.
I'm not sure how we could tell other than just opening the links.
Oh, 3C. I also want to look at 3C. 3C is also a good group. That's the one with Dougie in it. Oh, looks like Dougie beat Restart 1-0. That's crazy, actually.
Dougie's a really good player.
He's gotten good incredibly fast. He got quick access to all the 1v1ers and got coached up really fast.
Because he's not been on the scene for a long time, right?
No, he's like a couple weeks maybe.
Good for Dougie. Really good.
For sure. And Restart is one of the best 1v1ers right now. He has been grinding absurd amounts of game time. So we got Restart versus Spaceship in the 3C group. You can pull that up. And
whilst I'm opening up that game, how's it going? Is it even? Is it ending soon? How's that going?
In which one?
The 3C one.
I haven't seen. I think are you talking about the Spaceship versus Restart? That one hasn't started yet.
Oh, are we talking about like the next round of games?
Yeah, the second round of games.
Got it. Okay.
Looks like they're just going to run them consecutively to try and get them done as fast as possible.
Right. Okay. So that was all 12 of the 3-person groups there just played a game,
Correct.
and everyone's got a 1v1 somebody. So there's 3 games in each group, 2 games per player. So we're going to have 2 more rounds of having to pick some FFAs before we get into the trio games.
1v1s, yes, correct.
Yes.
2D, let's look at 2A maybe. We got John versus Splix. I don't think that'll be a pretty one-sided matchup. How about 1B?
So we got
Sparkles
2D
versus
open.
Hulkiora. So if you go to 1B, that'll be Sparkles
Yeah.
versus Hulkiora.
What other games have you got open?
I've got the Spaceship and Restart, which is the 3C game, which hasn't started yet. And then I've got the John versus Splix at the moment. So yeah, Splix is full sending the Wilderness effectively. That's not going to be a good game. I think if John doesn't win that one, it's going to be very an embarrassing loss on his front. One thing you want to look for with these games is spaghetti spawns or octopus spawns. I prefer the term spaghetti. I think it's easier and funnier. But you're looking for spawns that are like in between bots so that you can spread out very aggressively around bots.
I've recently applied this tactic in my Australia speedruns, and it hasn't improved my time.
And it hasn't, you said?
No, it has. It has.
Yeah. Sometimes you can get really lucky with 1 bot annexes, but it's normal to have like 2 bot annexes with a good spaghetti spawn. Yeah, Spawn's got double his troops. He's got double the size. Got his first city up, and Splix is just gonna lose this straight up. He can just speedrun the map, and he'll defeat Splix. Over here we have Sparkles and Hulkiora. That's going to be a very good one. That is a high level. Hulkiora is one of the best 1v1ers in the game at the moment. And looks like some interesting things going on. Hulkiora staying kind of high on troops. He might have considered a push against Sparkles right there to get a cutoff. But looks like he's not going to go for it. He's going to stay high on troops and get safe annexes. 2 defense posts coming out. They're both anticipating that early push, and they're both defending against it. So once defense posts have come out, the idea of early push is pretty much dead. Defense posts kill early pushes incredibly well, I should say.
Does a defensive post increase the troop cost of a pixel, or does it just slow down the attack?
It's effectively both. It's effectively both.
Okay.
So we got Restart and Spaceship. That's also going to be a very good one to see. Spaceship got his first city up. We got Restart with his first city up, and they're both staying. They're not staying high on troops. They are pushing down. Spaceship does have slightly better management at the moment. And yeah, John went directly for Splix, went for the full send. He was low on troops, and that's just going to be GG for John. So good job there. Hulkiora and Sparkles. Hulkiora looks like he got to the coast on the bottom side. He is boating over quickly to prevent Sparkles from cutting off that left side. And Sparkles is counter-boating over. Sparkles is building a port. Is he able to get a warship out fast enough? And Hulkiora steals the port. He steals the port, so a warship is not able to be produced. And Hulkiora does get out on that left side. That is a horrible predicament that Sparkles is in. Meanwhile, Hulkiora is also going across the top side and getting a cutoff on the top from Sparkles. So this is looking pretty bad for Sparkles positionally. He'll have to be very good at. Hulkiora is on double his troops at the moment. He is 7% bigger. It's just really, yeah. This is looking really bad for Sparkles at this point. Hulkiora might be running ahead. It's not over. Obviously, you can come back from this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hulkiora would have to not expand efficiently, which looks like he is. He's grabbing up future annexes at this moment.
I wonder if Sparkles was to take that Ottoman regime bot and then try and get a disconnect on Hulkiora, would that work?
You know, if he had an atom bomb, that would work. He does not have an atom bomb available.
Yeah.
Hulkiora is building his first silo, so he's going to be able to snipe. And
Yeah.
then additionally, Hulkiora, he will notice that, and he'll take those 2 bots right next to him very quickly.
Yeah, and he's just touched the northern coast as well, so it wouldn't split.
So that's unfortunate on that front. Sparkles is down 125 plus 250 from the port and the warship. So it is unfortunate. Hulkiora is going to go ahead and try and snipe that silo. He might be able to get the silo up in time to counter snipe. He does do the counter snipe. So we get value from that silo. And Hulkiora is going to go ahead and very quickly build a second silo. I don't think Sparkles will be able to catch up in that front. Restart and Spaceship, that game though is looking very interesting. Restart was able to sneak across and get that cutoff on the top side for Spaceship. But Spaceship, just like Amsobad has a great bit of the right side of the map available to him. So he could get some efficient annexes if he works for it. They're both building their silos. Like Sparkles and Hulkiora are able to snipe. But Hulkiora, look at the gold of Hulkiora. He has almost 4 mil right now. Sparkles has effectively nothing. So yeah, that first Hydra is going to come out from Hulkiora. It's just going to be a big push. And then Sparkles is going to die off that big push.
Going back to what you said about the bots on the right side are rounder because they've grown in green pixels rather than mountain pixels. Is that what you meant?
And they're smaller because that area of the map is a little dense. And so you tend to get a lot of good dense bot spawns on that right side for good annexes.
There's the Hydro landing on Sparkles, and it's looking probably like game.
Yep. Yeah, Hulkiora is twice his size. It would be a pretty big throw for Hulkiora to lose this at this point. He's got a majority of the map cut off also. There's no way that Sparkles returns from that. Looks like the most interesting game is going to be Spaceship and Restart. Restart is 4% less than Spaceship. Spaceship is staying high on troops. He's boating over, but Restart might be getting that port up to get a warship. And we do have some missiles trading. So one thing that Restart has done is he has stopped Spaceship from being able to build that silo. He is instantly nuking.
Yeah. Is that what these games come down to? Basically min-maxing the bot phase, but also sniping every missile silo and making sure you trade every time?
Yes. If you build a silo, you want to snipe because it'll get sniped otherwise. And you don't want to lose 1 million gold for nothing. It's better to have equal loss.
Yeah. And if you've got more money than the opponent, then at the end of the trading, you should have a missile silo and they won't.
Correct. Now we do see a 4th city by Spaceship, and you guys do a little push on Restart also. So you can see Restart is pre-building his second missile silo, just so he can always guarantee a snipe.
Hulkiora is setting up the annexation.
yeah, that game
almost there.
That game is over for sure.
Yeah.
Sparkles
Yassine in my chat is asking, tell Eagle to ask John who invented the Bermuda Triangle spawn.
The Bermuda Triangle spawn.
Do you know what that means? Because I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming he means the spawning in the middle of 3 bots, like an equilateral triangle. You find you find 3 bots where an equilateral triangle, and you spawn in the middle of them. I don't know who invented it.
Kind of like a form of octopusing, but a bit different.
Yes, yeah. Well, it is spaghettiing for sure. That is like the best spaghetti you can get is through a equilateral triangle spawn. I will say it's like one of the oldest spawns of the book. Like I remember back in August when I joined UN, that was a known thing. So it would have had to be pretty early on for someone to claim that they invented.
Does that apply to FFA? Like to just to public normal games in all games? Does that apply?
Well, it kind of depends. If it's an FFA with a large amount of players, probably less so because you won't be able to get annexes. Really, you might get like 1 or 2 annexes. But in a small player FFA or it's a big map, you might have more room to be able to set up those annexes
Right. Okay.
So it can apply, but not necessarily. Sometimes in FFAs, you just want the most amount of space possible, or the best cutoff possible.
Hmm.
So we got Spaceship. He's putting out a Hydro at this point. He is 5% bigger than Restart, and Restart did not keep on top of the sniping. Spaceship did build multiple silos in order to get past that. It's a big push by Spaceship onto Restart. And one thing that Spaceship has to worry about is he's running out of gold, aka bots, to take.
Right. Okay.
So he does have 43% of the map, but he might
Yeah.
not be able to get much more than that.
He's got a boat on the south side, but there is a Restart warship that I don't know where it came from, but it is there.
Yeah, it looks like a Spaceship had taken that port on the bottom side from Restart. And that's where that ship came from.
Right. Okay.
Restart has a silo on the bottom side, actually, just so he can snipe the silos faster, which is pretty interesting. Spaceship sending big into Restart. Not enough defense posts by Restart, so those attacks are hitting through a lot of land.
Is this game starting to swing towards Restart?
I think it's starting to swing towards Spaceship a bit. They could swing towards
Really?
Restart if he pulls together those bots quick enough. He might need to also build a couple extra cities. Spaceship doesn't have the goal to like nuke all the cities, so if Restart goes for like 10 cities or something off these bots, he could overwhelm Spaceship. You have to keep in mind, look at the land, right? Spaceship does have almost 50% of the map at this point, so it is very unfortunate. This is a tough position to win from if you're Restart.
Yeah.
And he's
But
only
what
got
about?
he's only got 2.5
Sorry, go on.
minutes. He's only got 2.5 minutes to.
Okay. But what about the gold situation? Restart has Hydro's worth of bots there that he can absorb.
He does. It's a question of if he can use them fast enough. He's only got 2 minutes left to clean up the game.
So Spaceship built the silo there, but didn't have the money for the bomb. So Restart takes out the silo.
Yep, and you see
I
Restart
feel-
building cities right now. He's up to 7 cities.
Yeah. Like right now, the momentum is on Restart, and can Spaceship put Restart down before Restart can do anything? It looks like Spaceship must have been boat banking because he pulled a lot of troops there out of nowhere.
Restart needs to take those bots in the next like 30 seconds, and he needs to prepare for a big push on the Spaceship. Spaceship is
There's
staying
another one.
in regen, and he's just attacking along the coast. He's taking too much of a percentage. I don't think there might not be enough time to regenerate troops for Restart to take back this
Yeah.
land that Spaceship has taken.
Yeah.
Spaceship, even though he only has 3 cities, he has higher troop cap than Restart at the moment.
So Restart has 9 mil in 1 minute. Where's the Hydros? It's now or never.
Here
There's
we
the
go.
Hydro.
We're seeing it. Let's see if he chooses a directional or an attack. He does choose the directional along the bottom side. Yeah, it might just be too small. He's got 45 seconds to clean this up.
There's the second Hydro. It's going to land on a city and take as many pixels as possible, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Yep.
This is an interesting game.
This is it's 25 seconds. In the long run, Restart wins this. Unfortunately, there is a time limit on this game.
Okay.
He's got 15 seconds. I mean, I just don't think there's enough. There's not enough time now at this point. Spaceship has stayed high in troops. Even if Restart full sent into him, there just is not enough troop generation on the board for this to happen. And Spaceship is going to win this by the skin of his teeth. Oh, yeah, yep. So Restart. He full sent, but he did it too late. He needed
Yeah.
like 2
And that
extra
could have won him the
seconds.
game.
It could have barely won him, but unfortunately, that is not how it goes.
GG. That was a good one.
Definitely was. We should be looking at our last rounds of gameplay now. Let's see.
All right. Talk me through which links you open. I'm ready.
We have Varjard versus Hulkiora, 1B. That one should be a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Always love to see Hulkira play. He is very good. The game has already started, so we can hop in there. Hulkira getting an amazing spaghetti spawn on that first annex.
Any other links we're going to open?
I'm looking right now. Looks like we got 2D, which is I'm So Bad and Frederick. 2D.
Okay.
D as in dog, like he's got that dog
Yes,
in him.
sir. God damn.
It's going to be Frederick versus I'm So Bad, and Frederick gets another nice spaghetti. And then 3C. 3C will be Space Sheep versus Dougie.
All right, lovely. Okay, let's get the games on. Here we go. 3 games to watch. One of them started maybe 60 seconds ago, but we can still see most of the action.
So we got Hulkira on with 2 cities and Varjard also with 2 cities. Varjard, just like I said, LBU loves that right side spawn. They love getting that and playing from behind. Yeah, I'm So Bad and Frederick. Great cutoff by Frederick on this left side here. He's also curved around that bottom. We have very quick sniping from I'm So Bad and Frederick on silos. And they are pretty equal on size also. So if Frederick is able to, like if you press space right now, you'll see that Frederick on the left side, he has a lot of bots to annex, but they're all in the mountains and highlands.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm So Bad has a lot of greenland to take bots in. And so he will probably get a hydro a little faster. I'm So Bad also getting that boat on the top side. He's going to be able to sneak over there. Frederick is a little distracted on that south side.
Is the Dougie game still waiting to start for you? Because it is for me.
Yes, looks like it's
Okay.
1:04. It's going to start, so in 2 minutes. I'm So Bad pulling ahead just barely, but he doesn't have a lot of room for expansion. This might be I think he will barely have a hydro. He might go for that hydro push to win the game, unless that gets sniped. Oh, he instead of going for a hydro, I'm So Bad goes for a counter snipe on that silo. I'm So Bad is banking on being able to get a second silo. He does build that second silo up on the south, and he will be able to get a hydro off in time. So, will Frederick? Let's see what's going to happen.
There's the hydro.
Big hydro going on. There's a defense. There's 2
There's
defense.
the push.
Big push. Oh, that's a big push
No.
by I'm So Bad. Not a lot of land taken. He does take he is a lot bigger than Frederick now at this point, but Frederick has better troops and he has access to all the bots. So this is the same exact situation we always see. The person on the right side ends up taking their bots early. They barely get a hydro out. They big push, and then they're just gonna have to try and get big pushes again. So is there?
I'm So Bad doesn't have any boats testing the flanks of Frederick.
There is not. I don't see a scenario where he can get around him as long as Frederick is paying attention. We have a big boat going on top, 112K coming in. Looks like he's going to stop. If Frederick doesn't see this, he's using up all his troops on bots. That is unfortunate. I'm So Bad has significantly more troops. He does have to be careful right here. I'm So Bad is banking into the wilderness to get his troop regen up. So he's going to go for a big push. He's got double Frederick's troops right now. If Frederick does not pay attention, it might be over right there. They're equal in size, but that's a lot of troops coming on the top side.
There
right
it
now.
is. It's landed.
That's a directional
400K.
attack. He's going to get access to bots too. A
The
quick
hydro lands.
The quick hydro
kind of takes the
saves.
sting out.
I'm So Bad does have access to the bots on the top side if he small boats over, which he does do very quickly. So he's going to get a couple extra gold. That's not a great scenario for Frederick. He needs to make sure that I'm So Bad does not get those bots.
Being admin of 12 games at once must be absolute torture.
Oh, yeah. If we look over the Hulkira Varjard game, similar situations happened. Varjard has the right side. He's out of bots. He unfortunately did not. He looks like he got one early hydro and then no hydro after that. He's barely under. And so Hulkira is going to build a bunch of defense posts and wait for Varjard to build up and attack. Frederick takes the crown. He is growing bigger in size. Hydro hits I'm So Bad. Kills the momentum of that attack. One thing,
Why? Sorry,
go
go on.
ahead. Go ahead.
Why does it feel like when a hydro lands, it takes such a big sting out of a push? It almost feels like disproportionate to the number of pixels that it removes. Why is that?
It will take a big chunk out of your attack also. So your attack
Right.
immediately dies.
Why does it do that?
That's just the mechanic of the game. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
John Openfront coding it like that.
Varjard with a big push into Hulkiora.
Yep, that's exactly what this might be. I mean, Hulkira is pretty small right now. He's only 20. He's less than 20% of the board. Varjard has 50%, and looks like he didn't prepare for those big attacks that LBU likes to do from a stuck position. I don't know. Hulkira, he will be able to. He's scaling cities, so he will have more troops at least. But I'm not sure he'll be able to finish this out unless Varjard just doesn't push anymore. Varjard could neglect to continue pushing. He does get in on the top side though. And I'm So Bad, big attack on the top side of Frederick. But Frederick is just really big right now. He's 53%. He's got significantly more troop. He's got 300k more troop max than I'm So Bad. So if he just plays efficiently, he will win. Looks like that Dougie and Spaceship game, something happened. Doesn't look like Spaceship spawned in.
Dougie's there. Annexing bots.
And I'm So Bad surrenders. He leaves the game.
Oh.
So he knows it's over. We got Hulkira versus Varjard. Varjard big attacking along that bottom side. And just like similar situation as Restart was in, he's got 2 minutes left to take back the majority of the map. And he might not have enough to do it. He did go up to 14 cities now. But Varjard is big sending. He just full sent into that. I think that was a misplay by Varjard. He should have kept his troops high and canceled out the attack when Hulkira went for it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. Hulkira might be able to build up his troops and do a 10-second push.
So Varjard now on basically no money, with no income, no factories, no ports, obviously no bots left. Can't afford a bomb. He has the missile silo, but obviously can't afford any bombs. Hulkiora has 70 seconds to try and win this game with access to probably a Hydro's worth of bots there.
I think it'll be under a Hydra because he's been building up cities. Hulkira's got 20 cities right now.
Okay, he's going to have higher regen as well then.
Yeah, he's got about 110k more.
Oh.
And Varjard goes for a huge push on Hulkiora. This is interesting.
What would you do right now? What would you do right now? Oh,
I mean, this is tough. There might not be enough time in the game for Hulkiora to regenerate those troops in order to do a big push.
Where did the cash go from Hulkiora? Into more cities?
Yeah, 24 cities, man.
Huh. So he's just going to grow as much as possible. He's probably boat banking, maybe.
No boat
probably
bank.
In the last 10 seconds, he's going to send it.
Neither of them have the troops to be able to afford a boat bank right now. In 10 seconds, I don't think he's not able to take enough land. Varjard could cancel that attack out immediately. If I'm Varjard, I push into right now, which he did do, and Hulkira countered pushes. Not enough time.
Oh, GG.
Very similar situation to what happened to Restart. And looks like we got a new link for the Dougie Spaceship game. Let's see if that starts up. And we got some boys in my chat. Hey, Eric. Hello, Ketchup. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Rye. Hello, Kicks. Yes, my camera is off. It should be off. My bad. Professional caster, by the way. Okay, we got a game starting right now. We have Dougie versus Spaceship. This should be the last game of the stage, I believe, because it started so late.
I don't see 2 players on the map. I see 1. Oh, there's 2.
They're,
Okay.
yeah, they're there. They spawned pretty close to each other. They both saw that triangle and they went for it. Looks like Spaceship is going to be able to cut Dougie off from a spaghetti on the top side. But that does leave Dougie with a decent curvature around the Byzantine Republic. Not great annex potential on his front. Spaceship
So
has
these early annexes really do kind of affect the trajectory of the game, right? Because it's all about the momentum getting started as fast as possible.
Yes, absolutely. It's the most efficient way to take land early. So we're going to see Dougie take. That's actually probably his best bot selection, was taking that bot, getting along border with Spaceship. Spaceship's going to go for a 4 bot annex, which is unfortunate. That was his best opportunity there. If you don't have good annexes available, it is a best idea to take the bot with the most border that you have, just because it takes the bot the fastest.
Right, okay. Dougie with a city out much earlier than Spaceship.
For sure. And Spaceship lost the city temporarily to a bot. He
Oh, is that on purpose?
Lost it again. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to his gold. He might have done a quick farm, but generally they're not. The farms aren't great. He's going to try and get that second city up cheap though. So this second one might be on purpose.
Right, okay. So he's going to try and build the
not.
second at 250, then reclaim the third city that he's about to lose if he's not. There it is. Right,
Yep,
okay.
he doesn't.
That is beyond my pay grade. Holy hell.
So he saves 250, luckily.
Genius.
So we have an interesting. This position is kind of. It is very. It's like sideways compared to the games we have been seeing. They're more top bottom compared to left and right. Spaceship does have the angle on the left side though. If he keeps taking those bots, he will be able to cut Dougie off on the left.
Is the best move to get those 1% boats like away straight away? Just get them gone. Get them, sailing off into the horizon.
Absolutely. There's some great. Oh, it looks like Spaceship did not get the angle on Dougie. He didn't take the bot fast enough, so Dougie was able to get around. You want to send those 1% out immediately the moment you touch the coast. There's a couple of places like the island on the left side and island on the right side. Those are typically good places to send boats very quickly.
Dougie with the silo. They've both got the silo up, but Dougie is just about to get the cash. Hopefully, he gets the cash in time for the snipe.
Is he going to get the? He's none. Oh, he doesn't get it in time. So that's minus 1 million gold for no benefit. And Spaceship is able to regain that angle on the left side. So this is looking pretty dire for Dougie. Dougie builds a silo again without the gold necessary for an atom bomb. He's about to lose 2 million gold for no upside. That is brutal. He will be able to get the boat over on the left side, but I think Spaceship is going to go for annexes and possibly try and hydro kill Dougie.
If Dougie can get the boat landed on the bots in the west, can he be back in the game? He has just landed on the Uyghur host. Is it possible for him to still be in the game?
It is. Unfortunately, I think that he just doesn't have great expansion at the moment. Spaceship is 5% bigger than him at this point. It's like 25% bigger. And so Spaceship's going to be able to afford a Hydro. He's going to be able to Hydro Doggy pretty early. This time he does get the snipe off. So
Yeah.
But-
Dougie's ready with the next silo. He's going to try and snipe his way to freedom.
one thing that Spaceship could do is he could send a big boat along that bottom side on the left and stop Dougie from being able to take any more bots on the left side. And we do have Hydro money on the board, but no Hydro comes out.
Yeah, I thought I was going to see it just then.
And we actually have Valera just sent me a replay of a very good game between Very and Planetary. We'll watch that. Do you have the link to that? Let me see. I'll send you it.
Thank you. There's the Hydro.
Yep,
Hydro each, it looks like.
double Hydro coming out. Dougie
Dougie
full sends. That is not the play. That is not. Does Spaceship capitalize on it? I don't know if he does. Spaceship could get a great annex on that left side. If you want to start up that link I sent you and get to the spawn and pause it, I'll restart. I'm at like 9:52. I paused it there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loading in now. What's this link you just sent me?
So this is Planetary versus Very.
Is this still live now? Still going?
It is not. It is a replay. So when you get to 9:52, let me know and I'll restart.
Right. Okay.
Got some more.
9:50.
Spaceship does have another Hydro available to him. There's an amazing cutoff on that left side. Even with a quick atom bomb, it could annex that entire left side of Dougie. Big Hydro push go. He gets the cutoff naturally through a regular push. That is brutal for Dougie.
Yeah.
Spaceship is now 3 times his size, effectively.
Looks like a GG. I managed to pause that game you sent me at 8:46, so you should start playing yours.
8:46. Let me get to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at 8:47. We'll go on 2 times speed. We'll watch it 2 times speed. 3.
Okay, that's
2,
playing now. Oh yeah,
1.
go.
Oh, okay. So we got Planetary and Very. Planetary gets a great annex right there. You get 2 cities out by Very very quickly, so he was able to get a lot better bots. Planetary does like to play from behind. He does his best. He does well under pressure. He loves to play from behind.
He did go AFK, so that is game to Spaceship.
That's GG. That was a good game right there. And let's watch this while I think they got to figure out the groups and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can watch this while that happens. So Planetary expanding very efficiently. This is another north-south situation. Although Very is not going to let him get that angle on the bottom side like Dougie let Spaceship. So this is going to be cut pretty much along that line. And we have silos coming out, first by Planetary, but no gold. No gold. And he gets sniped. He loses 1 million for nothing. That is unfortunate.
Atom Bomb could have done a disconnect there.
It could have, but he went for the snipe instead.
Yeah.
We have another silo dead from Planetary. Very is seeing those silos very quickly. And he does let Planetary get over on that left side. He drives the boat over to get another position. We'll see if Planetary puts a ship out.
So Planetary built his second silo there on a pixel inside the crater from the previous bomb. Yes. I'm guessing so that when it gets bombed again, he loses the silo, but he doesn't lose pixels.
Yes, correct. And also, if Very were to big attack into him, he wouldn't be able to.
Right. Yeah.
Take it.
Another huge.
Ooh, that is a brutal death by Planetary. Big cutoff. So it looks like Valera lied to me. He said it was a good game. Looks like it was just a death run by Planetary, just getting mogged by Very.
Huge.
All right. Let's see what they are doing now.
Okay, I'm just gonna use the toilet and grab some Pepsi, some Diet Pepsi.
Sounds good. If you cast multiple games, you can open them in different windows. Yes, yes. We've been casting 3 at a time, effectively. Um, what's up, Lonely Millennials chat? How you guys doing over there? You guys having fun watching these 1v1s? Clement says, Je ne comprends rien c'est possible que tu traduises tout en français. De croire en ta capacité. Baguette, baguette. Yes, yes. Baguettes, stale baguettes everywhere, boys. Planetary said, "Don't watch. I lost." Well, we watched y'all lose. We watched you get mogged on that game. Restart says the nervousness got to him. It happens, man. These competitions, they always get the adrenaline flowing. You get shaky and stuff. I feel you. I understand that completely. So let's see. They should be what they're doing now. The tournament organizers are figuring out which groups go to which, depending on who won. So we're just waiting for group 2 or stage 2.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. You missed me speaking French.
Oh. Trying to think of something French.
Baguette. Croissant.
Je suis Millenial.
Je suis Eagle Eye.
Isn't there like a song and like the chorus is like something French, like da na 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 na. You know that one?
I do not know that one.
Someone in chat's got to know that one.
I think something you sang that, but I felt a bit of my soul die when you sung that. So
No, why?
Let's refrain from.
I actually felt part of my soul like grow and become larger.
Did it become more French?
Oh no, no.
You're losing your Britishness.
I could never become French.
Streamer documents. We have some streamer documents.
Oh, nice.
All right, so it looks like we have the 2 groups. We have Group A. Group A is going to be Inc. It's going to be UON. It's going to be ZIL. It's going to be FL. It's going to be NU, and it's going to be SGR. And those are both Group A. Oh, and Group B, there we go. Group B is going to be ATR. It's going to be Lux. It's going to be LBU. It's going to be UN. It's going to be Astra, and it's going to be SJH.
So some of those points gained in the free-for-all stage, in the 1v1 stage, they do carry across to the final point calculation, right?
So I believe the way that they explained it is we're going to have the group stage now, and then
Mhm.
based on the rankings after the group stage, we're going to have the finals.
I
For
think some of the points carry over, right? Because otherwise, so it doesn't matter right now whether you're first or 12th because you get put into the groups, and once you're in Group A or B, you have an equal chance. That would make the first stage irrelevant.
yes, I do think
I'm
points.
fairly sure there's some point carryover. So there's points gained by the teams now, but those are added to the points gained from the stage one.
Right. I think that sounds right. That
I
sounds
think.
correct.
Let me double check.
So it looks like the 4 teams in the lead right now: Inc., ATR, UON, Lux.
I don't have permission to type in any of the chats anymore. That sucks. Not sure why. Not sure why.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, me.
So Inc. coming in with no losses, a pure 12 points. That's very good on their front. ATR coming in with 1 loss, and then UON coming in with 1 loss also. The SGR team doing surprisingly bad at. They only won 1 game. That is actually interesting. I haven't seen an ATR team do that poorly yet in this kind of tournament.
How many CYN teams do we have here? Just one, or is there multiple?
It looks like it's just Inc. at the moment. There's no Jur team, and Valyria and Soothing are the Sin team. Or organizing.
What's your favorite tournament format? Free for alls, teams. What's your favorite?
Okay, I like big trios game. I like it
Big
when
trios game. How many trios in a game? How many teams?
if I could get a tournament with like 30 teams of trios on the map,
Oh,
those
30
those
teams
feel
of
good.
3?
Yeah, one of the fall.
Yeah.
I think it was the fall FM. We had a big in the qualifiers. We had 30 teams on one map, and those are always
Yeah.
incredibly fun to see. A lot of chaos happening, a lot of movement, not a lot of stalemates. So
Yeah.
if we see, I like tournaments that have a lot of big trios in there. 1v1s, you kind of get this problem with 1v1 tournaments where you can't watch if you want a large number of
Yeah.
people playing, you can't watch
Yeah.
everything at the same time. And then
If
FFAs,
these games were being played sequentially, it would have been a 12-hour situation.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So links have been posted 4 minutes ago, actually. We've got Group A and Group B. Once again, I'd like you to decide where we go.
Okay, so we have, let's see. So they're all gonna be fighting against each other at the same. It's gonna be 6 games at once, is what I'm seeing, right? So Group A, that first match, Inc. versus UON. They're both very high up there. We should take that one. That's going to be that's like first versus second at the moment, essentially.
Okay.
I think that NU versus SGR is also going to be good.
Okay.
So we'll watch that one from that group also. And then in Group B, let's see. Let's do the LBU versus UN one. LBU versus the second one.
Second one, LBU, UN. Okay, nice. I really do applaud the tournament organizers for their creativity in this tournament, using different, free 1v1s and then trios. Just trying to be creative, trying to figure out new ways of doing things.
Yes, it's definitely. I like mixed format tournaments. The UN Olympics that I hosted a couple of months ago was the first tournament to actually incorporate mixed format, and people liked it generally. So I think we've seen a couple tournaments with mixed formats again, and I think it's a good idea. It tells you skill
Yeah.
across like multiple types of gameplay, which is really nice. So we have I think one of the matches spawned on World. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No, probably not.
No, so we got that first match. We have UON versus the Ink team. The third match, we have LBU versus UN. So they spawned in. It looks like the Ink team took a very small amount of land here. We have Bane, we have Pyrrha, and we have Franquito playing, and they have great trade, whereas the UN team did not spawn for trade. They spawned for size. So they're going to be grabbing a bunch of the land, but we'll see if they can expand fast enough to actually get big enough. The
The Earth game is going ahead, so it must be planned. Yeah,
No,
it's going
no,
ahead. They're playing.
it's not. Their new link was supposed to. They're just posted.
Oh, okay.
So we'll hop in there and wait for that one to happen. But the UN versus LBU looks like LBU also spawned that right side, and we have Train Me, Sparkles, and SMS on the UN team, and we have Zwiper, Varjard, and Revenfolk for the LBU team. Sparkle's going for a decent cutoff on Zwiper on that left side. And then the UN team did get some good, decent cutoffs on Ink. I don't know what Ink does. They're going to have to mount an early attack because they don't have a lot of space here. Or they need to start boating immediately over. If they're not boating immediately over, they need to... Yep. So we got Pyrrha starting the boat on the left side. They need... Something needs to be done to stop the UN team from expanding as fast as they can. It looks like there'll be a big push into Train Me on their match. So there is big early pushes happening on the map. And then that miss spawn, the world map has restarted. So we have NU versus SGR. Pyrrha grabbing some bots on that left side, just getting a little position onto Whalefall. Probably a good idea. They are pretty high on troops. It looks like they're expanding slightly more efficiently.
It feels like Yuan and Ink had completely different philosophies there on choosing their start location.
Absolutely, they did. There's essentially no trade going in between Space Sheep. The Ink team just has the trade. So I don't think that... big push coming in from Paragon. It's going to end up being stopped, I think. Pyrrha is attacking into Whalefall, so they're going for the kill on that, and I think that's going to be it for them. They've taken too much land away. On the LBU team, Train Me is just too small. That early push by LBU by Train Me really did a work on them. And then we have
a bomb going in.
Is that's an
taking
atom
out
bomb?
2 ports.
Taking out ports. Interesting. Destroying trade. So that actually destroyed active trade ships that were up. So they know that they have better economy, so they went for the micro. Paragon could send another atom bomb onto Pyrrha's ports and destroy even more trade. But they are inefficient bombs because those ports are very cheap. It's like 375 gold for 2 ports. And Paragon actually going to snipe Franquito's silo on the right side. Pyrrha is able to get on the left side and grab a lot of land. Although they are expanding pretty efficiently on the part of the map that they do own. Big Hydra coming out onto LBU. But looks like Train Me has essentially been taken out. Actually, the Hydra was on Train Me. So Train Me was completely taken out in that attack. And I don't see a lot of possibility for a UN to come back from this without having
Hydros between Ink and Yuan. Landing on Franquito. Paragon's about to take a Hydro on his silo.
Looks like they didn't boomerang their troops, unfortunately. Big attack by Franquito onto Space Sheep. You'd like to see some defense posts coming out. Paragon is pretty big at this point. Paragon and Friquito both about 50%, 15%. Paragon sends a big attack into Friquito, but I think that was they should have gone more into Pyrrha, I think. Pyrrha continued to expand in those bots on the left side. And we have the NU versus SGR game going on. In this case, we have a lot of dueling warships and trade in the middle. Both teams have trade in the middle. Anto is separated from trade, so kind of a reverse position from what the UN team was in. And Big Hydro onto Sparkles. Zyber gets counter Hydros, but it's just not enough. They are simply not big enough to win that game. That's going to be for an LBU win right there. Planetary grabbing a ton of land on this left side. And the NU team has great trade going on. Looks like the UON team is attacking big into Pyrrha. Paragon is eating an attack by Franquito. It's a 300k troop attack. That is a huge bit. 400k now. So Franquito is completely eating up Paragon. That attack can go straight through him and just kill him all at once.
Spaceship is sat on 200k. Is he going to push into Franquito?
I think we're waiting to see whether or not this Hydro hits in time. The Hydro does not hit in time. And he does
There's the push from Spaceship.
But they did boomerang their troops. They boomerang their troops, so that's going to be successful troop keeping by Franquito. Franquito's still attacking 200k. He's taken over a bunch of bots still. So we got Whalefall.
Boomeranging troops. Please define this term.
So boomerang troops, when you're about to get hydroed, you throw your troops to your teammates so that they don't die, and then your troops sends them back very quickly.
Right. Okay. That's the end of Spaceship.
That is the end of Spaceship.
Rest in peace.
I think this game could have been winnable by UON. It was a lot closer than what it looked like, but they do have some team synergy, I think, to work on. We gotta coach him up a bit better. Whalefall isn't on the UN comp roster. He's not in the community right now. So there is a third player who doesn't understand UN tactics at this moment. On the NU side, we have Planetary Frederick and Restart. Hydro going out by both sides. They traded Hydros. Still great trade going on between them. But they've grabbed a big portion of the map compared to SGR and pushed in a little bit on them. Another Hydra coming out. Looks like it went onto Royam.
Yeah, that's got to be that's a big one.
That is pretty significant. The LBU team did clean up there. And yeah, Franquito's just going to clean up the UO1 team.
So game to LBU. Franquito's cleaning up U1. Of our 3 games still going, SGR, NU. Is NU a clear favorite here? Is this decided?
Looking at the gold does not look favorable for SGR. They just didn't have trade going on. And so, yeah, I think it's pretty over at this point. They just need to be able to finish the game. So they're all pretty high on troops. They're attacking now into them, so they're going to go for the kill. That's a big attack onto Anto. Yeah, that is it for them. They don't have the troop cap to recover from this. That's pretty clear for NU.
Yeah, SGR players going AFK. That's game. Should we try and find another game still kicking?
I don't know if any are still kicking. Let's see. If you can find one, let me know.
I'll click through, see what we can find. Asterag loses 2 points for being late, I think. That's what Zilka said, unless it's like a joke. Let's see what happened there.
Don't know.
This was a rematch, the Astra game.
Yeah, it looks like that's still going on. It started late.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is a. I'm not going to say this is the low tier teams playing against each
Say
other.
it. Say it.
But Splix was the player we watched Full Sun Into the Wilderness earlier. Dougie is a decent player, as you said, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, they're expanding.
So who's
very
Astra?
efficient. I think
Who's
Astra.
Astra? Is it
I think it's
a
just
proper team?
No, it's not. I think it's just a team that got put together.
Right. Okay.
So we'll see. I don't think. Yeah, Dougie got cut off. He's their best expander. He's their best player. So it looks like they're going to be in a rough position at this point. Splix is not doing anything, actually. He's staying with all his troops.
I know Dougie wasn't able to bring his JR clan because the positions filled up before he was able to get his boys in.
Yes.
So it's quite disappointing to then see some of the clans not turn up or not bring all of their members.
Yeah. Has there been any no-shows?
I don't know about full clans, but as we can see with the Dougie fill-in, there has been individual no-shows.
Right. Okay.
You know, and when there's other clans ready to, you know, commit a team, I think that sucks.
Yeah, there needs to be in like OFM tournaments especially, there needs to be a big penalty to not showing up with your clan. If you sign up and commit to a tournament, that is a pretty big deal. You should.
Yeah.
It ruins the gaming experience of everyone involved and the viewing experience, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Astra getting completely surrounded. His trade potential has been. I suppose he's got the southern coastline there. He's got a small cove.
Yeah, if we see on the right side, Splix had his port taken by a bot, so no trading going on there. The bot is doing more trading than Splix has done. Vitek could build a port. Doesn't look like they're really building very efficiently. No trade going on by the blue team. Axe built his a port on the right side. Very, very questionable choice of port placement. You can actually track that trade ship that just came out on the right side and see if it actually arrives to a friendly port by the time the game ends. That's a little fun mini game you can play.
That's like when you play Civ 5 and you have a single worker unit that has lived for 5 millennia.
And similarly with VTech, VTech builds a port on the left side also. You see those trade ships from Dougie on the top side taking forever to get there.
Yeah.
Dougie is able to get out of his trapped position. Looks like in Group A, we have a couple of maps coming up. We have what is it? We have Ink versus Zill. Zillwayne, I don't think his team is the highest end. That probably will be pretty one-sided. We do have the Florida versus SGR. That one should be good. We can open up.
We open in that one, yeah.
Yeah, let's open up Florida and SGR. I think that'll be pretty evenly matched.
Okay, I've got that one.
Let's see. Waiting for more. Maybe UON versus NU would be good. We'll see if there's another good one. Unfortunately for Group 3, they do have to. I think they'll have to wait for this game to be over for their team.
Really neck and neck in terms of land control for the Astra SJH game. Money's quite even as well, although the blue team completely controls the inland sea.
We got Hydros coming out.
Nice, Hydro. Rice on no troops.
That's really nice. Dougie single-handedly carrying this match right now.
Nice. Rice
Oh,
gets
on the
no
bottom
troop
side-
donation.
Spooks gets absolutely destroyed.
Nobody reinforces that lost blue member there. They just watched him drown.
Well, they mounted an attack on Splix at the same time, so it was
Right, okay.
1 kill versus 1 kill. It looks like that the SGR versus Florida game has started.
Okay, nice. Hydro landed on Dougie.
We got a factory by Vidtech on that left side. That is actually psychopathic behavior, building a factory in comp. That is actually trolling. So Axe and Dougie are pretty evenly matched. It'll really be whether or not their teammates can support them more effectively. I Love Computers is staying very high on troops, so there might be a push coming up from him in the near future. And looks like for the SGR, we have Amsobad, Anto, and Royan, and then we have John, Alpha, and Axiom on the Florida team. Looks like there's not a lot of bots for Dougie to expand into. Not a lot of land. He did get double hydro. He does big push into I Love Computers. Might be able to take that,
Axe has the hydro money. I'm expecting something.
He's got the hydro. I Love Computers pushes into Vitek instead of canceling the attack. Hydro comes out from Axe, and this should be a pretty killer attack. Did Axe just hydro himself? No, he's safe.
No. Maybe a little bit. No.
Nah, he's safe. He's safe. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for Dougie. Axe is just too big at this point in the game, unless he oversends and kills himself. We'll see. The SGR team, they are boating around very quickly onto the bottom side. So John and Alpha are going to have to get some cutoffs. And it looks like a warship might go out, maybe, or they'll just go for the bot cutoffs. Yeah, warship comes out on the right side, and he'll just shoot down that coast to block off Royan from getting the left side. Amsabad is losing a port to a bot. He goes for a cheap port, I guess, but he does lose a lot of trade by doing that. I don't think it's viable in comp to feed ports to bots right now. He does get a second port out, though, which is nice. John successfully cuts off Royam from getting in on their bots on the bomb side. There should be some counter boats going in, but looks like they're just going to focus in on getting their own bots. They do have a significant majority of the map. If the Florida FL is able to put defensible sub, take their bots, they should be able to win this in the long run.
That's going to be like maybe like 2/3 of the map they've got to themselves.
It's a very similar situation to on Australia on 1v1s. If you're on the right side, you finish your bots faster and you can mount an attack faster. So they just have to keep in mind that might be a problem. And then Royam also has borders with 2 players instead of simply 1. Yeah, it looks like SGH was able to clean up that game.
Yeah, that one's over.
Let's peek in on the UN and U team game. This is UN on UN crime. Looks like it was a very chaotic spawn. There's a crazy amount of ships that actually went out at the beginning of the game. They all spawned in between each other. This is chaos incarnate at this point. Frederick almost dying very early. That is very incredible. Spaceship not expanding very efficiently. Planetary getting huge on this left side.
SGR able to kick FL off the north half of the Gibraltar map.
Oh, that is brutal. They mounted an attack just way early, and that's a big problem for the FL team.
That's
right now.
huge.
Yeah, that is a big problem. I'm not sure that's recoverable.
Yeah. Royale, I don't know how to say that French person's name, but he's got a lot of troops. He's pushing those bots so fast.
Yeah,
That's got to be SGR super big favorites to win that game.
a bunch of warships go on by SGR. Looks like they're going to try and boat over pretty soon. They've got a huge ship count.
Whereas the NU U1 game is kind of split horizontally rather than vertically.
Yeah, it looks like it's just chaos. It's not split either anyway in this front. Spaceship getting on the right side, Frederick getting on the left. Paragon cutting off restart on the bottom with the Hydro. Hydro coming out from Alpha onto what's the hit? Does that hit their eco? Yeah, he's hitting their eco. Anto's going to get wiped out.
Nice. 5 ports.
That's 5 ports down. But doesn't matter. Huge attack by Rayam onto John. That's going to be GG. There's no way to recover from that. Group B, we're still waiting a little bit for those games to be made. This NU UON is just complete chaos, and it looks like UON is going to be able to clean up.
Yeah.
Big attacks going in. Yep. And Axiom getting hydroed. All structures, 6 structures wiped off the map, so he's got nothing left. Significant advantage by UON. I don't see them losing this. Royam, another big push into John.
Yeah, both of those
that's-
games are done deals.
They both are. No other games haven't posted yet, so we'll see what happens. They might be waiting for all the games to finish to post more. Not sure.
Potentially. How many games are we expecting in stage 2? Is it 6 games?
I thought it was round robin. All teams play against all other teams.
Is that 3?
So that would
No,
be
that's 5 games.
5 games.
5 games. Okay. I pitched the idea to Lewis of a league, a monthly league,
Right.
where we have a leaderboard, a bit like a premier, a bit like football leagues where teams can be promoted, demoted at the end of every month on a weekend. Each team in the league plays every other team in the league. Or something like that. Just a couple of games once a month, and the league table gets updated. I think that would promote a real kind of rivalry and something to look forward to, something worth training for, something to really focus on.
Right. I think it'll be up to the next OFM director the way that the competitive scene goes towards.
Yeah.
I did apply. I am in the running, so we'll see
Nice.
if I get it. But
I filled out that form not knowing that it was an application for OFM director. I just thought it was like a have your voice heard here kind of situation. So I just gave my thoughts, and then when it asked the question, it implied the OFM director thing. I was like, oh, that's not why I'm filling this in. But just it caught me off guard.
ATR versus LBU. That's going to be a good one. We'll pop that one up in Group B.
what would your direction be if you were the lucky man chosen?
I've got a lot of ideas. Generally, I'd want the minors and the majors to be cut from each other. So, and you have a bunch of minors held, maybe every weekend, more often, with lower stakes. That way, you get people like into the whole competitive scene, and
Right.
then
Okay.
majors being mainly invitational with a couple of qualifier positions where new
Right.
teams,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then based on how teams do in minors and in community tournaments, you can invite teams to play in majors, and that I think that will mitigate some of the problems that we have been having with the OFMs.
What would be your formats for the minors? Team
Uh,
games again?
so
Trios?
the great thing about the idea of splitting them apart is that you can use the minors to test formats. And so you can, special game modes in Open Front have become incredibly popular. People love the combat, the gold starts, the multi-gold, the water nukes,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so, being able to test those kinds of formats using minors where it's lower stakes, it's less stressful, and you can see if it actually works well in competitive setting. Uh, that'll be pretty nice, I think. And then in the majors, they're more conventional, where it's like a trios format. But I'd like to have mixed. I'd like to implement like mixed tournaments, like an OFM 1v1 tournament, OFM FFAs, that kind of stuff. It's really
Is
just been trios.
is the possibility of like teams of, like 5, teams of 6, teams of 7,
Yes.
is that just like lost
Yeah.
all kind of is that out of fashion?
So we did in the Nations Cup. That was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago at this point. There
Yeah.
was teams of 5, right? You played in it,
Yeah.
right? A little bit.
I got
But
drafted in last minute, yeah.
yeah, but that was incredibly fun. Everyone had so much
It
fun with it.
was
So
it
I
was good.
I would consider testing that for a minor and seeing if it works, and then if people
Yeah.
love it more than trios, then we implement that.
I also hope if you were put in charge that you would like you said before, more teams in the game, in
Yes.
each game.
Yeah.
More, yeah, just more to watch, more to see, more things to happen.
I think it either needs to be face to face, like one team versus another, or it needs to be a lot of teams in the game. Like
Yeah.
the games where it's like a small amount of teams and it just is not. I mean, you might have casted a couple of things where it's like, oh, it's a stalemate for 20 minutes. You expand and
Yeah.
then you
Oh yeah.
stalemate,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
those aren't fun to play either. Like I've won and lost
Yeah.
games from stalemated positions, and it's just sad. We have the ATR LBU game, which is up and running, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, so we have the LBU team grabbing a big portion of the map, ATR taking that left side, similar to the SGR team. We're probably going to see an early push from ATR also. Uh,
What
and
would
they,
you say are the pros and cons here of ATR picking that condensed, we'll take this corner of the map approach, and then the pros and cons of LBU going for the we're going to try and cover a large area of the map approach?
well, the pro for ATR is that it's a lot of greenland over there, so they have very quick early expansion. And then if if they're coordinated enough, they can mount an early attack at the same time. And they also have very close trade, like that trade, that equilateral triangle trade along the river. Also, they
Yeah.
just have pretty nice protected safe trade there. LBU's trade is going to be a lot farther. It's going to take a little longer for their gold to come in for not a big enough increase in value, but in the long run, right, they can gather up more land. So if they survive that first attack by ATR, they will be able to grab more land. We do have
Zwiper's warship there is going to successfully stop ATR getting across.
yes,
And
that is
Zwiper has also managed to basically connect to the top of the map. So ATR are almost boxed in.
almost. Now, keep in mind they did lose out money by putting out that warship. So he could have had another port or an earlier silo
Yep.
or an extra city, but instead they had to spend it on a warship. So ATR going for that push right now, 300k into him. Zwiper getting erased from the map. He did have 200k troops, but he didn't cancel the attack. Donations not coming in from his teammates. they just didn't react. It looks like the LBU
Oh.
team just didn't react to that.
The annexation. There it is.
That is brutal. They, I don't know why they didn't do anything. They could have stopped the attack in its tracks. I mean, talk about asleep at the wheel. There's just no reaction.
Globby is in my
Globby.
chat. I think Globby's LBU.
Yeah, Globby's. I think he's the
Yeah.
leader of LBU now, if I'm correct.
Globby, what just happened, dude?
Globby. They didn't do anything. They just sat there. What did they do? You got to get some nicotine in them, dude. Like get their attention. Oh, damn. I mean,
Yeah, that's game.
they knew that there was going to be an early push. There just isn't enough room over there. You know, Hulkiora didn't expand at all. They knew that there was going to be a push, and they just didn't react to it. No defense posts, just nothing. So we'll see. That was interesting. Let's look at the Ink versus NU game, which I think is going on right now, and then we'll open up the UON versus FL game. And those ones should both be decent games.
What was the second one you just mentioned?
The FL versus UON.
Awesome.
This is on the New York map. I hate this map. It is cancer in my mind.
Why?
It's just it's asymmetrical. Even though it looks symmetrical, there's only really like two good spawn positions on the map. It's like top left and bottom right. Yeah, it's just very difficult. It's very odd. It's a very odd map. People always get baited by spawning in the bottom left. Like you've never seen a team win from the bottom left, and teams still spawn there. So in this case, we have the NU, Frederick Planetary, and Restart versus Bane Pura and Franquito. Any team that gets Franquito on it just becomes immediately competitive. Like you could give him two random supports, and he will immediately they'll be good. Over here with the FL versus UON, we have a very interesting positioning here. Looks like FL kind of got pushed out of a decent spawn position, and UON was able to grab a huge portion of the map. Let's see, are there any other good games that could be going on?
In the U on against FL game, U on Paragon does have unlimited access to the bottom 55% of the map.
Yes.
Because the FL team is putting all of their kind of hope and trust into the trade in the water in the northeast corner.
Yes, they are. If I were the FL team right now, I would look at getting some boats close to all three players and looking for an early push onto the UON team. Because if they don't early push them, they're going to get a huge portion of the map.
The FL spawns very similar to the Ink spawns. Ink is CYN, by the way, guys.
Yes. So very similar ideas with trade going on. I do think that yeah, it looks like Franquito's mounting up for an attack. He's building up troops right now, banking on some bots. So we would probably see a push very quickly by Franquito, unless he goes for more bots. He has effectively attacking the bots. He has his full troop amount. He's getting donated by Pyrrha and Bane, so they will attack very soon. This is an immediate attack scenario. He's getting some borders on Planetary's mainland, and it's going to come out soon. Franquito is over cap. And here comes the push. You can kind of tell when teams are mounting an early attack when they stop expanding in the back line and only the front line is expanding. In the game, AKR, LP,
yeah.
Zwiper crashed. I see. Okay. That's why they didn't react. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Franquito going for that early push. Very predictable. The Florida team needs to early push also, but they are continuing to expand. So we might not see a big push out of them. John does grab the crown, starts to expand into the enemy's bots, gets that cut off on the right side. Paragon's trying to boat over to get into their right side also.
Franquito is very close to a hydro. Where do
Yeah.
you think he's going to put it?
Right on Frederick, right on Frederick cities. That's probably
There it
where it's
goes.
gonna go.
2 ports and 2 cities.
Yeah, that's
Too shabby.
Yep, right there. So yeah, that game is over. Early push in 3v3s. If you can mount an early push and take that early advantage, it's just so good. That's something that the UN team practiced a lot for the World Cup, and it succeeded in those games. And you'll see a lot of the like the ATR loves those big early pushes. They know when to stop expanding and when to attack immediately. Looks like a Hydra coming out from John into Paragon and big attack. So they're gonna crush there. You can see like Alpha and Axiom also stopped expanding. And that allowed them to mount the attack. So very good job on that front. Axiom is slowly dying, defense posting up.
How come John has that skull with the wreath
The
next to his name?
the corpse emperor of mankind. So that is a flag.
Yeah.
It's actually a flag.
Ah, okay.
If you go to the store and then you click over a flag, you can buy it.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. I don't know if you like Warhammer 40k, but I do.
Yeah, I'm into it a bit.
To enjoy that kind of stuff.
So is the Emperor dead or not?
The Emperor is on the Golden Throne.
But is he dead?
I think I just smelled heresy. The Emperor is alive in all of us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, both games pretty much over. Really early attack from the Ink team, and early but not too early attack by the FL team. You'll see that pattern a lot in all these 3v3 games. The team that is able to mount the first attack just wins, and that's part of the advantage of having that green lane at the beginning. Is you can take your bots faster, which means you can stop expanding faster, which means you can mount the attack faster.
Well, both of those games have gone to the both to the blue team, both to the team that started with the trade spawn in the northeast corner of the map.
Yes, they did. And it looks like we
There's
have
a pattern.
an update of the current standings in the streamer documents.
Let me have a look.
So stage 2, we have Zill actually getting 8 points. Maybe we need to start watching their games if they're crushing this badly. Then we have ATR, LBU, and SGH all tied up. We have Zill, Inc. NU, and UON. It's pretty tied up on Group A, actually. FL just got their first win there.
Who is Zill?
Zill is Zilwain. Zilwain is a pro player. It looks like he put together his own little team.
Nice. Okay. Hey Murillo, this is me casting OpenFront tournaments. That browser game I play. You know that game?
Uchiha Murillo. That's wild. Hello, Yazin. Hello, Austin.
Okay, have we got any games going on right now?
Looks like they're being posted right now. So I think, let's see. We'll pop open Ink versus SGR. That one should be good. We'll pop open ATR versus UN. That one should be good. And
Zil,
then
you on?
Zill. Let's watch Zill. They've been crushing it. Looks like
Yeah.
they're undefeated right now. I'd like to see them do their magic. All right, the UN ATR game has started already. Very interesting choice by ATR. So we have two people spawning on the bottom left. I think that's because they're just going to take a couple bots, build some ports in cities, and just stop expanding. And they're just going to full feed mortality. There will be an early push in this game.
Yeah.
There is 100% guarantee that mortality goes into Sparkles hard.
It's cool that we've seen somebody actually, take what would be called the trade max in spawn. It's cool that we've seen it.
Yeah, that is. Well, really, it's just they are staying safe, so there's no possibility of them getting voted into there. And they know they're going to stop expanding, so they just don't need to take any more bots. And then a player like Mortality, he just big early push by Mortality into Sparkles, and it dies off. So Sparkles built a defense post to stop the push, and it just survive. He survives. So that early push could come to bite them in the butt a little bit. They will need to catch up. But at this point, they are basically full donating Mortality and taking bots very slowly in the back. This is the only game ongoing at the moment. SMS and Train Me in the back have started trading. Sparkles put up his port also. One thing that ATR also does not have is their third trading partner. So the UN team will have a third trading partner while Mortality is just too far away. It looks like he boated over. He might put a port down on that left side. Yeah, it looks like he's going to do that pretty soon.
Does getting the early trade going with all three trade partners, does it make a big difference? Is it a big factor?
Yeah, it is there's a large amount of ship difference with 3 versus just 2 trading partners.
Right, yeah. So Mortality is boated over to the west, and that's where he's going to build his trade network, nice and close to his two buddies.
Yep, and you see Sparkles sending out a boat also. So unless they put a warship up, that's going to be a little threatened over there.
And they are really feeding Mortality, even at the cost of bots. Right next to where they live, they're really just full focus feed mode.
There are some players in this game who are just incredible at expanding. Mortality is one of them, and so he's like, you put good players behind, someone like Mortality, Hulkiora, they're gonna do damage. Frankito's one of those players. Beffer used to be one of those players. And big push by Sparkles.
With the big push.
Huge push by Sparkles actually onto Mortality.
Almost taking the missile silo.
It dies out. They are very low on troops at this point. Mortality is just going to ignore that and just keep taking bots, it looks like. Which is probably the best play in his position. Hydro coming out. They pulled their gold.
Oh, 2 cities and 3 ports. Nice hit.
Looks like there was a small boomerang by Sparkles to keep his troops. It was a good play. Right, we do have the SGR and Ink game is starting, and also the Zil and the UON game is starting. And those will be on Lisbon. Mortality is pretty low on troops. Is Sparkle going to do a big push again? That's the question. Or is he going to go for bots? Oh, Kira has built up 4 cities now at this point. NVR kind of not building his cities at all. He needs to really lock in on his stuff. We have a Hydra going in by Sparkles onto Mortality. Big push onto Mortality. Tries to cancel the attack, but there's too many troops going in there. It's very interesting. They do need to start nuking that economy in the bottom. There is a lot of trading going on by that triangular equilateral trade is very efficient in open front.
What's the reasoning behind Hulkiora being on 4 cities?
I think he traded a bot, so he got a cheap city, and that was basically what
Right,
happened
okay.
there. But yeah, NVR really needs his third city up to be efficient. We have
Are those support players just going to get 3 cities, 3 ports, and then call it a day?
That's typically what happens in this scenario. They might get extra ports, or if it goes into a long end game, you'll see one of the backlines build up a bunch of cities underneath a SAM network. But Hydro going out, SMS getting hydroed, and Mortality is really just ignoring all of the pushes by Sparkles. There needs to be, by the UN team, there needs to be a Hydro or just micro the ports of the support players of Mortality, because they are just feeding him incredibly well.
Yeah.
Another
I
Hydro.
think on the... Sorry, go on.
Sorry, another Hydro going out to train me. So the UN's support is just getting obliterated. They just don't have... they just don't have anything.
Yeah. Blues do have a 5% lead on territory as we speak.
Yeah, but there's so many bots in that top left. I mentioned how good that top left position is. It's also pretty safe. One big push can't kill it all. You have to make little tiny boats across. This is an incredibly close game, though. Like, against some of the best players in the game, this is a very good job that the UN team has been able to pull together. It's like a Hydro's coming down. It's probably going to hit the eco of the support players. One thing also is that if you Hydro the support players, they can't send their troops back and forth. They can't do very efficient boomerangs.
Why not?
Because they don't have the cap. If you have a player, you have like 500k troops, your backline has like 100k.
Yeah.
You can't send the troops back. It doesn't go anywhere. So the Inc versus SGR game looks like Anto and Amsabat on the left side decided to do some isolated trading, stop expanding, and they're feeding Royam to get pretty big. And for Quito's big attacking, that's 350k going into Royam. A very small bit of land it took, unfortunately for him. However, I think they do have the advantage at this point in time. There's plenty of bots on this left side. He is going to be able to border the SGR support players pretty soon also. And a Hydro is coming out onto the support players. Bane gets erased from the map. And Franquito continues pushing Royam. Big push back into Franquito. And everyone's low on troops on the map, actually. So it is a very interesting back and forth position we have there. This UN versus ATR game, incredibly even also. Mortality's starting to push back a little bit onto Sparkles. They're pretty even on troops. Sparkles does have more troops, but big attacks coming in from Mortality, 100Ks. And another Hydro.
Could you call a favorite on this ATR game?
It's tough. The biggest problem is there's the economy on the bottom left. It's pretty safe. There's not enough trading going on by the UN team. This is it'd be pretty tough. I'd say bonus goes to the ATR team at the moment. They have the better positioning.
Okay.
They're more isolated, and I do think they'll be able to take these extra bots and be slightly bigger. I mean, you can look at the Hydros that went out, right? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hydros have gone out on the UN team. That's a lot of structures that got eliminated from the game.
There's another Hydro heading for the economy of NVR. It's going to take out 3 ports and maybe 3 or 2 cities.
A big attack by Mortality, but he's going to be able to push back. And he full sends into Sparkles, and that's going to be game.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's too much. Just like in 1v1s, if you have too much of the board, it's just there's not enough time to recover and take that land back, even if you are in a winning position. The SGR versus Ink team looks like the Ink team got hydroed. Their support players got hydroed,
You
3
could
hydros
say.
off a little bit, and
A little bit.
they took a big advantage off of Ink. So SGR
And
is
Zilla winning
huge.
that game. The Zilla game's finished. They've won it again. Another win.
Oh wow! I didn't even look at that game. That's actually
No,
I only
looks
know
like an early game win as well. No hydro craters, just domination.
I only know Zillowing. I don't know these other 2 comp players. These guys are new people, and if Zillowing was able to like pick out 2 random people and get them to coordinate this well, that's very good on his front. That is
Yeah.
very impressive. Yeah, ATR is going to clean up this map. There's only a minute left, so that's GG for that. It was a good by UN. This was went down to the last minute. Very interesting gameplay. One of the big mistakes that they made is not microing the ports on the bottom, and so they were just able to make so much money. Look at all the hydros just spattered throughout the UN team. That's just unfortunate. SGR cleaning up the Ink team right now also. So successful back and forth by SGR versus Ink. And that is one of the unfortunate parts. No matter how good Frankie Do can be, if you have a good support situation on the opposite side, like Amsavat and Anto had, feeding Royam, it's just you can't beat that.
So that was the end of maybe the 4th game and some 3rd games or 5th games.
Let's see. I'm not certain. I think there's one more round of games, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so Lisbon is map 4 and map 5 is Montreal, whatever that is. So we saw some 3rd map games and some 4th map games.
Yes.
Still some 5th games to go. Can we see stand-ins? So we had stand-ins posted as of like 15 minutes ago. This was like, I think there's like a couple of games to be added to the points, but we've got this. Where are we?
Looks like we're gonna have round 4 and round 5 games at the same time. Also, there's a little bit of a difference in the groups.
Sunny says, can you please upload the graphics in a channel and match results if you have them so I can put them in the Liquipedia? You would probably want to speak to the event organizers, Sunny, and they can send you, if they choose to, whatever you need.
Yeah, I'd wait for the tournament to be over and then ask for that stuff. Who is Sunny? Sunny, is that Portado? Who is Sunny? Who are you?
I don't know.
All right, looks like Group B is going to be pretty one-sided in all those games. Maybe the Lux LBU team would be able to put up a fight. So we can open up that team.
Okay.
We'll do Lux and LBU. And then on Group A, we have Ink versus Florida, Ink versus FL. We'll watch that one. Let's watch the Zill versus NU game, and let's try and make that our main game, so we're actually watching that the most.
LBU game is already started.
Yes, it has. So we have Lux and LBU. Yellow Biscuit actually popping in here. That's interesting.
Sorry, did you just say Yellow Biscuit was a substitute?
Yeah, I think he is one of the subs. He's popping in.
Right, okay.
very OG player, very good at the game. Was good very early on in Open Front, and he plays occasionally nowadays. There were a bunch of people who played as Biscuits in the early days of Open Front.
Right. Okay.
There's green biscuit, yellow biscuit. I think there was a red biscuit. They're all like known comp players, but they just don't. They have like different names, but they'll play under biscuit.
Right.
a lot.
Okay. Is that like when rappers have Lil? A bit different, but same but different.
Same but different. Yeah. All right. I'll keep an eye on the Zill game, so we can make that our main one. So we got some good expansion by the Lux team, getting some good cutoffs here on the left side. Everyone generally has been expanding pretty efficiently. Very at this point is a little high on troops, but other than that, I think they're doing fine. I don't think there's not going to be an early push going on from LBU at this point. They're going to continue expanding, and looks like Luxes will also continue expanding. And it looks like the Inc. versus FL has started also.
Okay.
So that's on Montreal. Red and Flock really expanding very nicely. I think it looks like Zwiper stopped expanding. He's feeding Red and Flock pretty heavily. Eel Biscuit still expanding though. And on the opposite side, Crescent and Tina are both, they both stopped expanding. So they're both feeding their front lines, waiting for a big attack to happen. And actually a sneaky warship by Very coming in to steal some trade in the rivers. Unfortunately, you can't steal trade in the rivers. The warships will not steal trade in the rivers.
Okay.
So
right, that's why I was not winning those FFA games.
Yeah, so that little lake right there on that left side, you can steal in that lake, but and if the boats are on the river itself, that is not stealable.
Got it. Okay. Vary is extremely high cap on troops. Does this mean that there's a push?
There is, yes. And Revenue Flock he's attacking big into Tina right now. If Very stops taking bots and immediately attacks right now into Revenue Flock, just like that, he can take a bunch of land before that attack finishes on that left side. That attack will finish soon, though, so he will get his troops back and be able to counter. He does border Viper, though. Viper is in a dangerous, precarious position. He does need to get rid of one of the supports, one of the backlines of LBU, or they'll be able to donate past him.
Who came out on top there, would you say, of that trade?
Well, now that Viper is dying, it's going to be Very. The Lux team is coming out on top. Hydro coming out also.
Hydro.
So the Hydro is going to change this completely. Ravenflock coming out, high troops. Very's used a lot of it on Viper. And big push by Ravenflock, 100k. Keep in mind, Crescent does have... Oh.
Huh?
Interesting things going on. We'll move over to the Inc. game. Inc. versus Florida. Big attacks by both Axiom and John onto the Inc. team. It looks like they're going for early kills on the Inc. team. They're just going to get completely destroyed. Franquito is not in a frontline position. That is an unfortunate thing that's happening here. They took a bunch of land from them. We'll see how they choose to respond to this. This is a double push by those teams. And we have the Zill game. The Zill game has started with the we have Taja, Com60, and Zillowayne spawning to the left, and the NU team restart and Planetary and Frederick on the right side. So very early boats going on. I'm curious to see how the Inc. team responds to these early pushes. They just defense posted up and just kind of stopped. They blunted it a little bit. They're low on troops. They got to rebuild at this point in time. But with this Lux game going on, that Lux versus LBU, it's still paused. I don't know what's happening here.
I will have a browse through the old Discord. See what is going on.
I don't know. I don't see anything. Nothing in the tournament chat. Doesn't look like anyone crashed.
Soothin's typing something now. I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. We'll see. So we got the Inc. versus Florida game. Looks like they're all expanding in their bots pretty much. There was an attack into Franquito, but they did defense post up and stop the attack. We let the same teams play twice. The games that haven't played double will resume after we told you, and the mistaken game will be changed.
I'm not quite following what's going on there. Do you?
I'm not certain, but LBU and Lux might have already fought each other.
Right. They've mixed up the match.
Looks like they were using AI. See, that'll do it, Soothing. You use Gemini. What are we doing here? Come on. This Zill game going on. This Calm player is pretty large in the middle. Looks like Zillion stopped expanding and fed Calm to take these bots a lot faster. NU doesn't have a single very large player, so they're all just decently same sized. Teja over there sitting high on troops, 100k troops. There might be a push coming out very soon. We will see.
Hydro from Franquito going into Axiom.
That's going to be pretty. Do we see a boomerang? He did boomerang some of his troops, not enough of his troops, honestly, but enough to blunt the Hydro. And an attack into John by Bane. So Bane is pretty low on troops. If an Axiom decides to attack into him now, he could do some big damage. And Bane's been donating, so they're going to push with Bane into John. Not a lot of activity going on. Looks like they blunted that attack. And in the Zill game, actually, we have big pushes into restart from the Calm player. Calm player is incredibly low on troops, actually. He's only got 50k troops, and he got donated by Zilloin in the back line. So some interesting plays over here. The early pushes have been doing very well against most teams. And Hydro coming out from Planetary, pushing into Calm, but looks like it might not be enough. And on this Inc. versus FL situation we have here, Bane effectively almost completely dead. They do need to finish him off if they want to gain a little bit of an advantage. Franquito is huge, though. He does have 18% of the map, and he almost has another Hydro. He's about to get another Hydro going on. There are warships in the enemy's trade, but just like I said, you can't still trade in the rivers. So Bane meets his death almost. He's clinging to life right now. And Hydro into Alpha. Is there a true boom? This is a complete lack of true boomerang going on by the UN teams. I do need to spank them a bit. They need to be. They need to be boomerang. What are we doing?
Spanking.
We do need to. It looks like the Lux game won't be a thing. Looks like that just died.
Yeah, it was the wrong match. Wrong matchmaking. Ironfire Truth is in my chat. He's very upset. Ironfire, that game was never supposed to happen. They can't have that stand as points.
Unfortunate.
Franquito with the big push.
Yeah, it looks like enough Hydros have come out that they're just going to be able to clean up. Franquito was able to expand a lot faster. On the backside.
And NU have also cleaned up their game. It looks like Zill are going to lose this one.
Interesting. So dominant performance getting shut down by the NU team. Although Restart is dying over there.
Yeah. Maybe I spoke too soon. Although the land control difference is insane, 25% to 10%.
There's 2 players bigger than Calm on the board.
I got Mano in my chat complaining that I'm not talking to him. I'm sorry, Mano. I'm sorry. I'm a caster now.
What's up, Mano?
Come on, Mano. I'm a caster.
Yeah, basically, Franquito was able to recover this game from a losing position. So very good job on that front. Yep, Zilwan getting the Zill team getting crushed. So they're all full sent out. And that's going to be it for that.
Do we have a rematch for that Lux game now that it kind of got cancelled, or do we have? Is there a game we can watch instead?
Zilka said the links are coming soon, so we will see.
Apparently, the host left the game, so we need to make all games new. Sorry, guys. Gemini messed up. Oh, come on.
Yes, it's the AI.
Yeah, Manu, I'm doing really good. How are you doing? Sorry, go on.
Group A is all fine. It's the Group B that got mixed up, it looks like.
So, do we blame Zilka or Vilra?
I think it's, considering it's literally soothing, I think we blame Zilka.
I think we blame Zilka.
All right, so Group B looks like we got some new links coming out. It's going to be Lux versus UN, LB versus
Vilra,
SGH.
what's going on? AI has been detected. You're gonna have all of Blue Sky social media is gonna come down on you like a ton of bricks.
It is. We'll blame AI. Okay, so in Group B, I think the Lux versus NU game will be the most competitive between them.
Yeah, got that one up. That started already.
Not sure. The other two look pretty one-sided, but who would you like to watch? Do you want to watch LBU win or do you want to watch ATR win?
Let's watch LBU because Globy's in chat, and if his team does badly, then he can watch them do badly.
Okay, let's do that then. Globy, are you prepared for your team to lose?
Thanks, bro. No problem.
So we have on the Lux versus UN team, we got interesting spawn positions going on. Everyone's pretty spread out along this map, with two potential frontline positions with Train Me and Sparkles. On the SGH versus LBU, we have, this is interesting. There is basically no trade by Yellow Biscuit with the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Also, Zwiper could be blocked from trade here. He has the river system with Revan, but he couldn't trade with the Yellow Biscuit, like you just mentioned. Interesting spawn. If the SJH guys all kind of push towards each other, then they could basically effectively split LBU in two. Is it the end of the world if all three members aren't bordering?
No,
you tell me.
Because of the river trade, like Revenfolk and Zwiper can still trade, and it won't be piratable. That middle trade in between the bays, though, that is piratable. So Yellow Biscuit is essentially, he will have zero trade for the game. He'll just have to rely on bots. He has a good position bot wise, though. There's a lot of mountains, unfortunately, on that left side of the map. So yeah, if I were Yellow Biscuit, I would get to like a medium size, get your two cities up, maybe even three with bots, and then full feed Redenfolk or Zwiper.
Should Yellow build a port or not even bother?
Yellow Biscuit should not even build a port at this stage. Yeah, not even.
If he did build a port, is it possible for Revan and Zwiper to stop trade with him but keep trading with each other? Is that possible?
Yes, but then why would Biscuit have?
But then there's no reason to build the port. Yeah, of course. Okay.
Technically, you could spend all your money on ports and stop trading with all, including your teammates. But why would you do that?
I gotta test these theoreticals. Okay, I gotta understand exactly what's going on.
So with the UN versus Lux team, looks like Very is expanding incredibly well. He got great.
Globy asking about background for those SJH clan. Who are those guys? Do you know?
No idea who they are. Quite literally zero idea. I've seen that tag in a tournament before, but I don't think they showed up for the tournament.
Oh,
So
that's not good.
now, one thing about the Lux team in this situation, they are getting cut off from the rest of the map, so they will be able to finish their bots up, and they won't have a lot of other places to expand into, which means that they'll also be ready for an attack a lot faster. Very demonstrating some very good expansion, and having all Greenland to expand into is getting huge. Hydra coming out from Tina. And it looks like they're pirating trade. This is actually brutal for the UN team. The Lux team is pirating trade.
Yeah.
They're not able to make money.
Yeah, off the southeast border of Tina, you could pirate and interrupt UN's entire trade network.
And Sparkles is hydroed and completely killed. Just
Could
their trade getting stolen is brutal. In competitive games, if your trade is stolen, it is game over.
Yeah.
You cannot recover
Yeah.
from that. Yellow Biscuit, big attack into SJH over there. So he is able to recover. And he built a port. He looks like he took that port, actually. So but it looks like LBU is also going to get pretty hurt over here. Reverend Folk and Swiper are just cut out in the corner. It's all going to be up to Yellow Biscuit to get some big attacks in. He could probably wipe out I Love Computers. He's taking a small bit of land with a directional attack.
Revan's going in on Axe, and Axe takes a Hydro.
Interesting choice of attack there. I might have considered cleaning up I Love Computers instead of attacking through Reverend Folk, because Yellow Biscuit is bigger, his attack speed is bigger, and there's a lot of easy cities. There's 2 cities on the islands undefended you could big boat into and just take those from the other team. But I do think the general skill level of the LBU team is higher than the SJH team. You can see them taking bots a lot more efficiently. So I don't think that it will be a big problem for them. They're pretty much getting this game under wraps. LBU has 2 players who are twice as big as the biggest SGH player. And
Those Hydros, though.
Lux is able to clean up the UN team, so it looks like Lux is going to take that game. I think it built off the back of stealing trade. When your trade is stolen as a competitive team, you're done. The Hydros, you can see there's 3 Hydros out onto the UN team right there. It's just brutal.
Yeah, that game's over. Did you see the Hydros land on LBU? Could that put SJH back into contention?
If I'm looking at the ports, Axe has no ports. He has 0 ports. He hasn't built anything. Race only has 2 ports, and Computers has 3 ports. So I mean, the LBU team is also like Viper has 0 because of that. Reverend Folk has 1. Yellow Biscuit has 1. So there's no trading going on. There's not a lot of trading. It's all about the bots at this point.
That push from Revan Flock. That's a big push.
That is, but more importantly, Yellow Biscuit getting into those bots. So he's getting the bots on the left side, he's getting the bots behind Race, and he might even boat over onto the tip and get those bots too. So that's a lot of the remaining money is just in those bots because there's very low trading. Axe keeps sending Hydros out, but if there's no big attack behind the Hydro, it's useless to send.
Yeah.
He could have spent 2 atom bombs and done the same damage.
Yeah. If he only removes 1 or 2 constructions, is the 5 mil worth those 2 constructions and the pixels lost? Possibly not.
No, unless you're going to mount a big attack behind it, but they just they didn't. So that's going to be Revenfolk Folk over there sitting on 330k. Like,
oof, that's game.
Yeah, this is game. That's it for both those games. So we'll see. What are these standings?
Yeah, both of those games are finito. Do we have an updated leaderboard? No, I could ask for one. I can't type in that channel for some reason. Can you type in streamer documents?
Streamer documents. I do not have permission to type.
Oh, okay.
Since Zill and
We got
SGR tied, we're gonna play, but Zill forfeited, so SGR will play for third or fourth.
okay. So Group A has finished their games. And yes, points from stage 1 and 2 are used to figure out the final standings. Let's show chat this one. Let's get rid of this and zoom in here. This is the final standings for Group A. We've got Inc. on 24, Zill on 18, SGR on 18, NU on 16, U on 14, and FL on 10. And these points have been accrued from stage 1, the 1v1s, and stage 2, the trio games, where it was 3v3. Zill and SGR tied. We're going to play Zill. They were going to play, but Zill forfeited. Why? Maybe it's too late. Got school tomorrow, maybe? Got homework?
Maybe in France it's probably like 8:30, 8-ish right now. That's a possibility.
9:30. 9:30. It will be.
9:30.
It'll be plus one from where I am. Probably. Yeah. Right, okay. So SGR will go against second place from Group B to play for third and fourth. And Inc. will be going into the final match against first place from Group B to decide first and second.
It looks like we have
Interested.
ATR versus SJH and Group B. We have Lux versus LBU, which I thought just wait. I thought that just
Yeah, I thought they cancelled that game.
it was probably
Or
maybe it
are
was
we
the wrong map.
misremembering?
I think it was the wrong map. But still, I don't know. We'll see.
Lux LBU most important, Villa says. Okay, should we make sure we have that one up?
Yes, we can have the Lux versus LBU.
Okay.
And then
can you update me on the Lux lore? Who are they? They're a splinter group from someone else?
There's so many, like a bunch of teams and clans fragmented in the past month or so. So I'm not entirely sure where they come from.
Okay.
But yeah, they are a team. The Raccoon's like the main guy on that. Vari is probably he's a really good player. Vari is.
I'm surprised that there isn't more teams, because in all of these clans that we know, there's the comp team that we see, the casters see, and the viewers see. But there's a lot of players just on the bench that want to be in the comp team. And often in the tournaments, there's space for teams to join, and there's not the barrier to entry isn't extremely high. So I think it's a good thing that we get more teams, less people on the bench of UN or CYN. You don't need 20 people on the bench. Not trying to be horrible to those clans, but it's good that we get new clans going.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I've pushed and helped the JR clan get up and running a bit. But the biggest problem is getting people committed to tournaments. Like we have, I think 30 people on the UN comp roster. And every tournament, we put out a call of who wants to play, who wants to form teams. And so every time you see a UN team, that is all the players who wanted to play. Out of the bench and the active players, just everyone who wanted to play in the tournament is that. So
why is that though? Like these tournaments are the cream of the crop. Why would you not want to see to play?
I think people. So the first part is like commitment. Like people don't. There's a lot. It's multi-reasoned. I'm not going to go into like
Yeah.
what people's individual reasoning is. A lot of good players don't enjoy playing competitive. Like we have
Okay.
FFA specialists and like public stoppers and stuff in UN, and they just don't enjoy it. There's a different meta to comp. You need to learn how to play very differently when you're in a competitive
Oh, we've
game.
seen the ATR game start, and two SJH players have spawned on either side of ATR and VR, and they've tried to box him in.
Oh, that's crazy. That is a wild play,
Um,
actually. It looks like the Lux versus LBU is starting also right now. That is going to be the most important game.
Looks LBU, right? Okay, I'm guessing that's deciding one of these teams is going to get first
Yes.
place from Group B,
Well,
correct?
this is the second place decider, I think, from Group B.
Who's first place in Group B then? Is that already decided?
I have no idea. We don't
Okay.
have the standings, but we were told, or I was told, that's going to be the most important. Lyra said that. Lyra said that in your chat, actually.
Decide who's second of the group. Interesting. I enjoyed the World Cup. If I remember correctly, that was where the teams were named after countries. But I think the effort to refer to the teams as the country name was only like half baked.
It was horrible.
So in a lot of the announcements and info in the server, it was LBU. Let's just say LBU was Norway. So one second it was Norway, one second it was LBU.
Yeah. It was very confusing in that regard. May have been different if like they let the players pick their countries.
Yeah.
But yeah, or if they didn't register with team names, they just registered with country names, like you volunteer for a nation, something like that. Like we did the Nations Cup, but that based on region, you got your country, right? If you were in that region, and that was a lot of fun, and people loved referring to Team France, Team USA, Team Germany,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
That's a good idea for sure.
But yeah, Globy seeing World Cup filled was crazy. Yeah, the OFMs lost a lot of, I think, lost a lot of fun playing them in recent years. But maybe the next OFM director can revive that and get more teams playing in them.
Vote Eagle Eye. I vote Eagle Eye for president.
I don't think there is a vote.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I think you've got good ideas, though. I do think we need bigger lobbies. Let's call it lobbies. Bigger lobbies.
Yes.
Also, if you do get through, tournaments, I think, shouldn't last for more than 2.5 hours, 2 hours.
Yes, I also agree. You need to cut down the game time. You can't have these 30-minute, 25-minute games with 5-10-minute delays. You got to cut down on delays, that kind of stuff. It just needs to be, or you need to push the games out. And if there's questions about rankings, you worry about the rankings after the tournament. Like have the results delayed like an hour, make that an expectation so that you can guarantee the results. Because it's just, you can't be sitting here for 6 hours, 5 hours, however long we sat here for waiting.
100%. Has LBU won this game already?
LBU's in a very dominant position land-wise. I think they're more than twice the size of Lux. The big push at the very pretty much sealed that. I don't see them coming back very easily, though Ravenfolk doesn't have any trade. There's not a lot of trade at all on the map by either team. Lux does have a lot more trade. LBU does have a ship in there, but you can't still trade from the river, so it doesn't matter. It's like they're hitting big into Crescent now. Very trying to make a little bit of a pushback, but there's just not enough troops on the board for Lux to be able to do anything.
No, that's game.
Tina is still taking bots. Like, that's not a good idea. Your team is dying. Do something.
Yeah. No amount of bots right now is going to stop this. But your troops are probably better spent defending your ally.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be it for the Lux team. Looks like LB will take
Indeed.
second. I think they'll take second. I think this was the second place decider. Well,
The ATR SJH game is a little closer. It's
Mortality
got a
has
big push.
full sent a push into race, and I Love Computers also dying to Hulkiora, and so that's probably going to be it on that front. Oh, looks like the UN versus Astra game had some issues. New link is up for that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, LB are just cleaning up that map right now, so they won that. Good job for them. Yeah, the UN team got Belgium, and the SGR team. Who got? I think it was one of the. I forgot who it was. Might have been SGR got USA, and we wanted to swap them. We agreed to swap, and the organizer said no swaps, so we didn't get the swap. But like, because they had a Belgian player and we were all USA, would have fit perfectly. Axe sending out the global heart emotes, loving to die over there. At least they did well. They showed up. They performed. They were competitive in a couple of games. It's a good thing that they showed up.
This ATR game is basically decided already.
Yeah, that's over. What is with the UN team is not? I think they're missing a players.
So ATR game, let's call that a victory. I think there's a very small chance that it isn't an ATR victory. Astra Lobby only has 2 UN players in it. Is there any other games that we're waiting for, or is this the last of it?
It looks like the UN Astra game was supposed to happen, but the UN only has 2 players in there. I don't know where their third is.
Both games, UN 1 min or -2 point penalty for UN.
There we go. He's in. All right. This is the last game, it looks like, of the second.
Yeah.
Oh, I lagged out a bit. Hold up. What did I miss? I missed the last 1 minute.
That's okay. The Astra UN game is started.
Yes. Yep.
UN, you're a member of the UN, yeah?
I am. Yes, I am
You're the boss?
I'm the de facto leader of UN. I lead the comp
The de
team.
facto leader.
The de facto leader. Big cutoff by Train Me getting hugely cut off. Dougie very low on troops there. That was a very obvious thing that was going to happen.
Villa is asking if we're ready to watch the 3rd and 4th game.
Are we ready to watch it? Does this UN versus Astra game matter at all? If it doesn't matter, yes, we are prepared.
Yeah. Does this affect 1st and 2nd or 3rd and 4th in any way?
I suspect.
If not, we'll just we'll let them fight it out. Dougie has he did get the disconnect on Train Me, but Train Me's still in the game. He must have got some reinforcements from his friends.
I'd be curious to see if either team goes for an early push this time around. It's like Splix has stopped expanding. Now he's just expanding inefficiently. Okay, match for 3rd place. Okay, so we got 3rd and 4th place starting up.
Okay.
So this is going to be
LBU.
SGR versus RBU. Game will start when UN and Astra are done.
Oh, okay.
So we can watch them. Looks like big push by Tranemy into Vitek on the right side, cutting him down to size a bit. SMS staying high on troops on the bottom, available for a quick donation. Now, Splix has built 0 structures. He has 250 gold. He hasn't built a single structure. Same thing. Oh, Vitek just didn't take any bots, so he only had 1 defense post. No cities over there either. Really, the only player who's playing regularly is Dougie. And doesn't have
He's the goat.
he doesn't have any trading partners, so he's going to build 3 cities off the bat, which might be a winning play, honestly, if he just ignores his teammates and just expands as efficiently as possible.
There is a boat.
There is a boat. It's 75k. That should do it. That should get that cut off. Unless they cancel it. He should continue to... Splix, we have a betrayal on Splix. He betrayed. That's a wild...
Accident, maybe?
Someone needs to do something. Somebody needs to take him. Doug is getting pushed by Sparkles up top, though, so not a big deal. Splix is deciding to take a bot instead of defending. So
Splix on full troop at capacity, taking a bot while Dougie's getting full sent by Sparkles.
With the Trigger debuff and Vitek being annexed on the right side.
While Vitek is getting annexed over there.
This is a complete Astra just death. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Dougie has not been having a good time in competitive. His first tournament, he got eliminated first. He played 2 games.
I wonder if Dougie is being his calm, cool, and collected Canadian self, or whether he's screaming at his team in Discord.
Is he in depression mode right now, or is he in rage mode? That's the question.
Oh, mix.
So it looks like a player down.
You see, this kind of this is going to sound horrible, but this kind of gives me hope for the Roys. You know, like we could play this bad.
So are you? You're starting your own clan up then, the Roys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any good players, or are they just?
Well, we've not tested them yet. They've not been tested.
Okay.
We've just recruited a guy who goes by Czech Empire.
Oh, I've seen that guy a little bit.
He says he's not got any clan history, but he's got really good stats. Like his free-for-all stats and stuff like that. So he seems pretty good. I'm not too bothered, like once we put the team together, I will put the team into tournaments, and I'm more than happy for us to get completely steamrolled. It's just nice to take part in the experience.
Yes.
And if we can manage to take, 9th rather than 10th, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Don't tell Dougie that. you took 10th last tournament.
I play with Dougie, so then when I'm doing team games with Roy's and we bump into JR, it's like, oh, here we go, because knowing that JR is a new clan and we're a new clan and we play with them and they play with us, we kind of see JR as our rivals, but like also friends, like friend rivals. So what I'm saying is, I would love to knock JR down into 10th place with the Roy's. That would be amazing.
So we have the streamer documents. We do have the final rankings, it looks like. So we have Inc. and ATR. Looks like they're going to be fighting it out for first place. ATR getting 30 points in the tournament. That is very good. I think they were undefeated in the trios, which is expected of them. Then for second place, we have SGR versus LBU, since Zill forfeited the matchup. So it is.
I think if I think if Dougie had two JR boys with him, I think he could have done really good.
I think so. He's got two decent guys with Gregnar and Lexo. They just need experience and more time, more synergy built up. All right, so we have interesting spawn by SGR on the middle of the map while forcing LBU to take this bottom left position. Bottom left is a decent position, big land mass, and good trading opportunity. And they move at the last second. Are they going to go for a trade lane anywhere? So I'm so bad and Anto went to the back to be safe trading partners in the far back, and then Ryam's just going to be the expander. So we'll likely see, just like we saw before, Anto and Amsabad are going to take a couple bots, build a couple ports and cities, and stop expanding, and then full feed Ryam.
Are you watching the SGR LBU game?
Yes, yeah, that one.
Okay, perfect. So this is deciding third. No, this is deciding first and second. No, third and fourth.
Third and fourth, yeah.
Right. Okay. And SGR was third in their group, but they can play because Zill dropped out.
Well, it was tied between Zill and SGR, and they were going to
Got it.
3v3 to see who could play in the third place, but Zill decided
Okay.
to go ahead and forfeit that.
Okay. Not for any, they didn't break any rules or
Nope.
anything. They just wanted an early bedtime, glass of milk, couple of cookies. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, to be honest. People have real life things going on.
Yeah, nothing controversial this time.
No controversy here, guys.
Kicks God says Lux is independent. Used to be Vox. Problems happen, and now we are Lux instead of Vox.
Ah.
So that's the lore behind them.
We like the lore. This is the match for the cook chair, says Striking Spliff. This is the match for the cook chair, yes.
So it looks like Anto and Amsabad are expanding slowly into bots. They're feeding Ryam to get big at this point. LBU does have a huge amount of troops sitting on Varjard, so potentially could be looking at a big push soon. The troop advantage is significant right now in LBU's favor, but ATR or SGR is taking a lot of land.
It's the same thing we've kind of seen play out in a lot of these games. One team has more bot access, but therefore the other team is going to be finished expanding sooner and more likely to be preparing a big push.
Yep.
And there's not, a distinct advantage to either. It's just both of those options have pros and cons.
Yes. And LBU did a little bit of a push into SGR, but they didn't full commit into it, so not a lot of damage was done there.
Exchange of missiles there. Both sniped each other's silo. Both teams have good trade opportunities, but SGR's main guy with the crown there is choosing to not do much trading at all, to be honest. The other two SGR members are there focusing on trade.
Yeah, they're going to have -1 trading partner up there, but because they were able to feed him so well in the back, they do have this excellent cutoff position, and they're going to get a big portion of the map in the middle.
Varjard, Hydro money. Hydro's going both ways. And, ooh, okay.
Interesting. And there's more troops on SGR at this point. He may continue. He does continue the attack. And that might be game. That might be too much of the board taken away from LBU. Raven Flock is pretty big, but I don't think that it's going to be enough of a difference. And all of Varjard's ports got taken out, so he is not trading. It's the equal trade at this point.
Another Hydro going for Zwiper's economy this time. It's going to be 3 ports and maybe 2 or 3 cities. Only goes for the 3 ports. Still good enough.
Definitely. Another thing about those Hydras on the rivers is that they destroy the trade ships also. So even the current trade that is coming in gets destroyed along with it.
Oh, even the actual individual trade ships?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh. Is it the same for atom bombs as well?
Yeah, you can bomb trade ships.
Right, okay.
And looks like that is it. SGR is going to come in with 3rd place in the Apex tournament.
Yeah, Varjard AFK, another Hydro going in. That'll be game. No need to watch the rest of that. Okay.
All right, now we wait for the first place link. And this is going to be the Ink team versus the ATR team. You can trade ships meta. It's not like a meta. It's just like a tiny advantage you get when you.
It's an added bonus, a sprinkling, icing on the cake. Okay, ATR against Ink for the final of this tournament. Ink is a CYN team, keep in mind. I will be doing a channel point Gamba just for this quick final. Let me set this up super quick. Prediction, who will win? ATR or Ink? You guys have got 5 minutes to submit your gamble.
You think ATR is going to win kicks? They have a pretty good chance, considering they are the best team in the world for months and months and months. But with Franquito, you never know. Franquito is he's like a force multiplier by himself. You put him on any good team, and he just does incredibly well.
Just waiting for Franquito and one more ATR member.
Mortality changed his name to Mortality Beat Bane.
Oh.
Throwing some shade right now.
It's been a good tournament. Very well organized. You can tell the tournament hosts spent a lot of time just thinking and prepping, making sure it was all going to go through well. Really good comms with the casters. We've had all of the documents, all of the PNGs, all of the information given to us.
Yep.
Yeah, really well done.
A little bit of a hiccup with using AI to determine results.
Oh.
That might might be something
they should
to
have
avoid.
used ChatGPT. They should have used ChatGPT instead, right?
They should use a Grok, man. Use Grok. All right, so we have a spawn for the first place. Looks like very interesting choice. You have ATR choosing the middle. spawn. Looks like they want to trade along those rivers.
You see
and then-
Pyra, Hulkiora. Are they going to do it? Are they both going to spawn there?
Are they going to do it, or are they both faking? They could both be faking.
Are they both faking?
Oh,
big
Hulkiora
balls.
blinked. Hulkiora blinked, and
Oh, they both left.
Pyrrha on the far right side. That is an
Yeah.
interesting thing. Okay, and
This
Bane.
match decides everything.
So if Pyrrha and Bane on the right side, they're going to do safe trading on that side, and then NVR, Mortality, and Hulkiora. I wonder what their philosophy is going to be here. They obviously putting Frankito in the front is the play to go. But how much are they going to expand? When are they going to stop expanding and just feed Frankito? Because one thing is, if you have Hulkiora and Mortality on that front line bordering Frankito, they could punch him out. They could cut him off of a lot of bots. They're both incredibly good expanders. And having two very good expanders is better than having just one. This is one match for everything. This is it. We have ports going out by Ink. They get first ports out. The ATR is a little slow on their ports. Hulkiora gets his first port up. MVR losing his port to a bot.
On purpose, right?
Totally on purpose. Frankito
stolen.
boating over.
Oh, takes the port, but gets pushed off.
He builds a cheap second port. Maybe that was planned. Mortality putting out a port also.
We've seen a lot of that port being lost to bot thing. That is definitely a strat that I need to start doing.
It is a strat. It's questionable if it's good or not. If your team isn't trading yet, it could be fine. But if you have a trading partner, you just want the port up ASAP.
I suppose it comes down to how many seconds you don't have the port for.
Yeah, well, it's for yeah. And then Bane over there is Bane and Pyrrha both boated into the middle. Pyrrha having a little pixel next to Hulkiora, a little sleeper cell possibly. We'll see if he sees that. And it looks like he did see it, and he immediately pushed it off. And then Bane in the top left. Possibly Bane will try and get borders with NVR to kill the back line. You can see, like, Mortality is getting huge at this point. Frankito is pretty low on troops. And he's just able to take more land in the middle, going for those very efficient annexations in the chunk of the middle. This bottom left has great terrain. You've got just green land everywhere. And we see a silo coming up from Mortality.
Oh.
This might end pretty quickly. We're seeing a big runaway by Mortality. Mortality is 4% bigger than Frankito at this stage. Hulkiora is in third with 7%. Pyrrha and Bane sitting at 4.5 and 3.5. This just isn't sufficient.
Frankito pushes Hulkiora.
Big attack, 200k going into Hulkiora.
Where's the reaction? It's a Hydro.
It's a Hydro reaction, and then Mortality is going to push into Frankito himself. So instead of blunting the attack, they're going to let those troops just die. And 100k going into Frankito at this stage. Now, ATR does need to take those ports back so they can make money from them. And Hulkiora is doing exactly that. He's going to try and snipe those ports back. We do see some micros going up. Mortality does micro the fourth Frankito city. Mortality is huge. He's twice Frankito's size. This is looking very bad for Ink, actually. This is monumentally bad. I don't see a great catch-up mechanic. Bane only has 2 ports. Spear has 3, but he only has 1 city. And Mortality is just microing the port. Every time a missile silo comes up by Frankito, he's microing it. Is that missile silo gonna finish in time? It does finish, but will there be a Hydro? There is a Hydro. That's gonna take out at least 3 structures.
No, it was quick fire. Yeah, no, it was quick fired. Missed the silo as well.
Oh, that is unfortunate. He got one city or one defense post. I don't know.
Maybe a city. Yeah, I don't know. Could have been better though.
For sure. And mortality is huge. He's almost 3 times Ringito's size now. This is GG. This is it. Well played, ATR. I don't see a way that Ink can come back from this. Mortality has a 500k cap. If ATR just microed Ink Sports, they can't come back from that. But I think they're gonna go for another Hydro push. I just guarantee it that way. That is what they do. So pretty dominant performance by ATR.
Yeah, just straight out of the gates, just quicker expansion. Game seems to be decided.
Yep, it went pretty decently how I expected it to go, with Ulquiorra and Mortality both expanding pretty big. Franquito has to choose a target, which leaves the other person freely available. And yeah, just Bane and Imperial were not sufficient as supports. And GG's
GG.
everyone. Ink's got to work on their team play. Franquito can only carry so far in games.
Franquito is like a Ronaldo, but he needs his support players.
True. He's a Ronaldo.
True. Insane football reference from me there.
I can't believe you just called the Argentinian player Ronaldo.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
They literally have Messi, and you called him Ronaldo. Well, what an insult!
But Messi doesn't play anymore.
Still,
Ronaldo's still in the Saudi league, living his best life.
You calling Franquito a boomer?
No. Eagle Eye, it's been an absolute pleasure casting the tournament with you.
You bet.
You are extremely knowledgeable. And I have picked up many things from you just casting this tournament with you. What was one of the earlier ones? The main thing was about landing the push as a boat landing, so that you can direct the attack. That's big. That makes a big difference.
Yes, it does. There's a lot of little tiny like meta tactics and strategy stuff.
The boomerang. Embers likes the boomerang.
Yes. But yeah, good catching with you. Thanks for having us. It's always good hanging out with people and watching some high level open front being played.
Yes, sir.
So I did enjoy it also. Thank you for the organizers, Soothing and Valera, for making this tournament run very well, minus the Gemini stuff. And final results is ATR first place, Inc. second place, SGR third place, and who was it? LBU fourth place. So that is it. Are they going to do like a final, like a stage thing, or
probably?
It looks like Soothing and Valera are in the general VC, so let's hop in there maybe and see if they have anything.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
There we go. All right, do you want to speak first, Stephen?
I will do the feedback channel first.
Hold on, let's give permissions for Lonely and Eagle Eye to speak.
Yeah, we might as well just wait until more come. But I'm interested in how people from the outside just saw tournament, since we were quite busy organizing it and structuring it. So I'm very interested in what Lonely and Eagle Eye have to say, and of course the players.
Okay, you can both speak now, Lonely and Eagle Eye, if you want to give it a shot.
Hello.
There we go. Hey, Lonely, if you leave and join, you'll be able to speak. There we go. What did you both think?
You know,
Good tournament.
Thank you.
a lot of high-level gameplay being demonstrated here. It was good to see players demonstrate what they have. A lot more casual than I thought it would be. Luckily, no one crashed. I don't think anyone really crashed out, so that's nice to see. No controversy.
Yeah.
Always
We don't
nice.
know. We don't know because we mute the channels.
Right? Yeah. And then yeah, little Gemini problem in the middle of it. But other than
Yeah.
that,
And I
everything.
even paid for Gemini. It's Gemini Pro. Just saying. So I really tried, but I will take that. That was my mistake. Sorry for all the problems that occurred because of Gemini. We maybe should have double checked it, but yeah, there was not so much time. But I guess this is a mistake that won't happen the next
It was a
tournament.
small mistake compared to some of the big mistakes that have happened in the past.
Yes, pretty dominant performance by ATR in this tournament. SGR doing well in the not so well in the 1v1s, but doing very well in the trios. So
Yeah. They had a huge comeback. I didn't expect them to do as well as they did, but they did.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so if anyone's got any feedback, they can put it in the feedback channel too.
Yeah.
Obviously, the delay.
Otherwise,
I mean, everyone in my group, you had a great time because we were just, on the ball. But if you're in Zilka's group, then
Zilka, do you have anything to say for yourself?
he hasn't been speaking. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe I can give a shout out to both of my co-hosters, since Silka and Valeria both became quite sick just before the tournament started. But for you guys, they made everything happen. So thanks from my side to my co-hosts. Couldn't have done it without you. I think we
Yeah.
did quite a good job, if I may say so myself, for the first tournament and for new structure, and everything was quite new to us. So thanks for co-hosting with me.
No, yeah,
Thanks to all the
asking.
players for playing, and of course thanks to all the streamers, to both of the streamers for streaming this 3.5 hours event.
It
Much
was
appreciated.
very smoothly organized from a streamer's perspective. I had all the resources I needed. I had all the information I needed, access to all the links, just really well organized. So thank you, Soothin, and thank you, Vilra and Zilka, and the players.
No problem.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you everyone for playing. I was very impressed with some of you as well.
And,
Unexpected.
I was able to secure random skins for first through third place. So the 9 players who played in the finals, the third place winner. So if you guys, if you want to get me those in one list of the player IDs, we'll reward those out.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. If you just want to leave and do your own thing now, I understand.
There's the Rex Rumble starting in about half an hour. We'll be hosting that on the UN Olympic server. So if any of you Europeans are staying up late, or if there's any NA people, you want to catch a couple games, it's going to be at least 3 games on compact maps. So it should be fun.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep, that's all. Thank you for playing.
All right.
Thanks,
GG.
guys. See ya.
GG's.
See ya.
See you, everyone.
Scatter. Everybody scatter. Leave. Disconnect. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to stop streaming now. Head over to Rex's stream. It's going to start in like half an hour for the Rex Rumbles. Peace out, everyone.